Speak life to the death of me.
Speak life.
I'm so unprepared I didn't have any music background music. What's up? Welcome to Speak Life. I'm your host, Quan59. Got my co-host, Joe Seif, back in the building. What's good?
What's going on, everybody? How's it going?
Are you filming yourself?
No. I'm trying to. I've got so much stuff going on right here. I've got like a camera. I have my tablet for the chat, and I have 2 cameras for taking still shots. So I've got all kinds of stuff going on.
Wow.
I'm good. I'm tired. I was telling Quan before off camera that how tired I am. I feel like I've been. I'm not sure if it's the climate change. It's not the time change. It's the climate change. I feel like I'm beat like I used to when I used to work construction. But yeah, other than that, I'm doing great, man.
Yeah.
I had a week off. Had an anniversary vacation. It was fun.
Dope. Happy anniversary, man. How long?
13.
13 years. Give it up for Joe Seif. 13 years. Shout out. That's a long time, man. That's a long time.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't make it that long. We got Kels with his phone up.
What? That wasn't me.
Mike's not on.
Can't
though.
prove it. What's up, man?
What's good, bro? How
I
you
seen you in
feeling?
like 2 weeks, dude.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, man. It's the longest we've gone without seeing each other.
Oh,
It's like,
I'm sorry.
true.
I'll make it up to you tonight. And then we got Dizzy Liv back in the building in her new seat. She's looking at Luke a little side-eyed.
Right. This is the second week, Luke. What's up?
First come, first serve is what I was told. So,
And then I'll introduce Luke because he has never once waited for the introduction to start talking. We got Luke DeMarzio in the building. How you feeling? Altoid in the mouth and all.
I'm good. I'm good. It's a good day. Yeah.
It's a good day. Luke said to us privately that he is so happy, and he started crying a little bit, that this is the Tuesday Night Crew. He loves the crew.
It's a good crew.
He didn't show up when it was just me and Joe Seif. So it was like once every other month he would show up. But now, since Dizzy and Kels have been on regularly, he's been here ever since.
I think it's just
I'm
season of life,
I'm feeling
honestly.
a certain way.
Yeah, my Tuesdays are more free than they have been.
Okay.
And my kids' age, we're able to leave them unaccompanied more often.
Okay.
and I'm funnier
Leave
than
your kids at
Quan.
home.
You can say it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
and Kels is funnier. I'm just being real, though. Like, it's just season of life is different now. I'm good.
Hold on. I'm looking at Kels. Did that grow in yet? Nope.
Hey, bro.
Oh my
What? Oh.
I was just
You
getting
still
over
been
that. I was
stressing?
yeah, actually. So I started taking organic ashwagandha, and I think my stress levels are dropping. I'm starting to, feel I sleep better. In case you were concerned and didn't want to
Okay.
just make fun of me.
I thought you were going
I'm
to say
glad
that
you sleep better.
ashwagandha helps your beard grow in. Your,
No, it
your
will.
mustache
It will.
grow.
It's stress levels, it's all that. So it will.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Hey, Quan being mean. It's
No,
there.
it's the other side.
It's there. Oh, see, I couldn't even tell because
Yeah,
it's so much grown
you
in.
Can tell. You can't tell. You can't tell. All right, we got a video review we're going to do right now.
Oh.
Reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on. I need her, my babies.
I'm doing this early because if we get kicked off, you still do almost a full show. Because the song is definitely copywritten.
Squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up.
Was that a Little League hat? Where'd you get that hat?
He said little league.
Why is it so little?
It's a baseball. How's that little?
It looks strange. It looks like something my little kid would wear.
It's a regular hat.
No, look at this. What's this?
I don't
a
like
Velcro
sized
strap
hats.
on the back?
I don't wear fitted hats.
No, at
because
least
they
get a
always look weird.
snapback. Velcro strap. That's a Little League hat,
snapback.
bro.
Stop.
This is a Little League hat. What is this? OSFA? This is not even a real. Get a real baseball hat, bro.
I love my Dodger hat, actually.
Listen,
The Velcro
they
strap
are-
is wild. Come on.
Who cares?
for everybody
I have a lot of
that,
hats with a Velcro strap.
for everybody that doesn't know, the reason why Luke is taking this so personally is because the man has like over how many?
Probably 60 or 70 hats. Yeah.
Like
wow.
the man is a hat collector. So yeah.
And none of his have a Velcro strap.
No, I would
Hey, I
never
don't
buy a Velcro strap. I get snapbacks.
I like
but
fitted
that's fine.
caps. I love
I don't
fitted
like fitted.
caps.
They don't fit right.
Man,
I don't like fitted
never fit right.
anymore. I came from the fitted era, but
Yeah,
I don't wear
yeah.
fitteds anymore.
I'm
Anyway,
7
congrats
and
to the
8.
Dodgers. Though.
I used to have a fitted A's hat. Shout out. I do want to apologize because we have a lot of Canadian fans that watch our show.
We do.
Journalists, all the other Canadians that watch our show. And I do want to apologize because we whooped y'all.
No, it wasn't a whooping.
We whooped y'all.
They barely
We whooped
by the
y'all.
skin of their teeth.
We whooped y'all.
We pulled it off.
Nah,
A win's a win.
barely.
A win is a
The
win.
win is a win.
A win's a win, but it was
They were saying
evenly
F-
matched.
FLA, F the Dodgers. They were cheering in the seventh like they won it. I watched all the crash out videos. I went on YouTube. I've been on for 2 days watching all the crash out videos.
crazy.
And that was the craziest series. I think definitely top 5 of all time. I put it at top 1, but I'm not sure if it's because I'm a prisoner of the moment and it's my team.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
give Cubs and Indians number 2.
No,
Because
I
it took
think
so
that's
long for
number
the Cubs.
one because
It had a
that
rain
was
delay.
two
Are you going to let me
teams.
tell why I think?
Yeah, but you only watch baseball like 1 month of the year.
What are you talking about? I watched it for 2 months.
2 months.
Luke is a
September and
connoisseur.
October. No,
watched
I
it when
watch,
it mattered.
I watch opening week,
Yeah.
and then I watch September to October. Tell us why.
Sorry, I'm just clowning.
Tell us your
I
Mount Rushmore of World Series.
No, I don't know. I just think if the Dodgers World Series is in there, it's got to be 24 because they hadn't won in so long, and 2020 wasn't legitimate. And I think even Dodgers fans now would say that.
It's legit. Somebody had to win, right?
It was 60 games. It was a 60
Somebody
game
had to
season.
win, but somebody had to win.
Nah, it was a
Same
60
thing with
game
Lakers.
season.
People try to say Lakers don't deserve it. Everybody was playing to try to win it.
Yeah, it's
Bubble
it's
championship might
different
have been the
though.
hardest
But
one.
everybody was
It's
trying to win
different.
it.
It's different.
But everybody was trying to win it.
I would say that in 2016, the Guardians hadn't won since the 40s, and the Cubs hadn't won in 108 years.
Wow.
And they went to Game 7 extra
Oh, that was a
innings,
great
just
series.
like this one. And I would say that
Was it extra innings?
it went extra
I
innings
know they had
too.
the rain delay,
Yeah.
which was wild.
Yeah. So,
Was it the most
That was a good
extra
one.
innings? What, 18? Was that the same game?
oh no, the Game 7 wasn't. There's never been a
okay,
Game
okay.
7 that goes
Yeah,
that
yeah,
long.
yeah,
Yeah. But I don't know. Like, there's been some amazing World Series though.
All right.
But
Well, we'll talk about that on the Unnamed Sports Show because I don't want
Okay,
people to
that's
leave the
good.
chat.
That's good.
But listen,
They
if you
don't
guys
care.
are watching live, please share the live video stream. Follow us at Gorilla Cross on all social media. And I don't have it on the screen. I meant to, but if you want to donate to if you like what we're doing, you want to donate, we have a Cash App now. It's at Gorilla Cross Media. Once again, at Gorilla Cross Media. I'll have that on the screen a little bit later on in the show. But we're going to be doing a lot more. We're actually starting a second show in January on Fridays. And then we do have the Gorilla Cross 180 hip hop concerts, the live in studio concerts we're going to be doing as well. So we're bringing the artists out. It costs us money to bring them out and stuff like that. So if you want to donate, you can. If not, I'll just keep paying out of pocket and you guys could feel sorry for me. And I have less money to buy real hats. And I have to buy the cheap.
No, I think I can hook you up. I'm gonna.
I like
I'm-
this. It fits perfect. The thing is, my head. No lie. My head only fits certain kind of hats. Like I try on 30 hats before. So the Speak Life hats, I found a good one at Lids, and that's the only one I use to
Got
print
it.
the Speak Life logo on. Because once a hat looks cool on me, I have to keep buying that same type.
But
of
see
hat.
that I would say that hat's more legitimate. It's snapback. Like the Velcro is just a weird look, man.
fits on
I'm
your
just
head.
saying.
It's made to
And,
fit.
I mean, you bust it out for like a week of the year, so it's cool.
No, I go to a game every year, which I didn't go this year. I was gonna go to the parade yesterday, and I should have, but I didn't. But yeah, we're not talking about sports
I
anymore.
went to a game this year.
Did you?
Yeah, because they had the One Piece night. So they had a collaboration. They did
Oh,
an
that's
anime night.
cool.
The
That's
Dodgers
cool.
had a One Piece night.
One Piece?
Yeah, One Piece, the anime.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, so the Dodgers had a
I
celebration.
thought you were wearing a One Piece, like,
It's
bro.
crazy, like a onesie.
Yeah, like
my
maybe Pride Night or something.
No, that's fair. I could see where you would misconstrue that.
And
I went to the
everybody's
One
running
Piece
around
night.
in one piece.
Yeah, you
It's
just
terrible.
wearing the One Piece.
Oh,
All right. I appreciate that. Thanks for going to the game.
I just like to clown you, Quan. It's whatever.
No,
It's
no,
all
I mean,
fun.
you're wearing a Rocky
It's all
hat.
fun. Hey, it matches the fit though. That's the
Does
goal.
it?
That's the goal.
Your shirt says Jesus, and then you're wearing trash on top.
Hey, actually, this is a
Doesn't really
shout out
match.
to CR Celebrate Recovery.
Wow.
Helping people with hurts, habits, and
It's
hangups.
Colorado Rockies.
Listen, hey, so
try, though.
you from the '90s when you start using hats with their letters to represent whatever the crew is. Like,
absolutely.
Like we wanted to start a whole crew based off of the teaching some lessons. The St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we had a crew called the A's. We can't say what it stood for, but
Oh
No, say it.
no. So I did have an A's fitted,
Oh, nice.
so you'd be proud.
Okay.
I had a Dodgers fitted once upon a time too, but hats don't last very long because when I wear one, I wear them a lot.
See, when you have a bunch of them, you don't wear them too often. This one just has a bunch of dust on it because I barely ever wear it.
That's how I talk
Yeah,
about
sure.
shoes. When you have a bunch of them, they don't get that dirty. if you
Right,
wear
it's
'em.
true. True.
And I didn't realize that I used to not be a shoe head, and now like I have 35 pairs of Chucks. And you're right, like you wear them once a week, once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I had a pair in my closet. I was about to buy a new pair, and I still had a pair in my closet. I hadn't worn.
That's
Love
gangster.
that feeling.
Wow.
Love that feeling.
That's gangster. Dude, the Chucks
great.
you have on tonight are dope.
Yeah,
dude.
those are
fresh.
crazy. Those go crazy, dude.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
jealous. I'm having shoe
Are they
FOMO.
crazy?
I can't.
I can't see them.
those. They're leather, red, gray, white.
crazy.
Like
Those
they're
are actually
fresh.
dope.
They are crazy.
I appreciate it.
super
Yeah,
fresh.
I'm a little jealous, man. I actually just flipped most of my sneaker collection. I sold almost everything.
What?
And it hurts so bad.
Sold
It
your
hurts so
sneaker
bad.
collection.
Yeah,
Why?
cause
Are you broke?
no.
Listen, if you guys want to donate to
Not
Kale's,
anymore. He sold his
Cash App
sneaker collection.
is
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I just got to that point in time where it's like, man, like, so one, you just said 30, 40 pairs like it was a lot, right? I could wear a different pair of shoes every day of the year.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it gets
wow.
to a point where it was like, why am I sitting on all this? You know?
That's
like,
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and
And
then.
I definitely wouldn't have any shoes if I'm not wearing them.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
Yeah. And I feel like I broke out shoes for certain occasions, which were perfect. It was like, oh, I'm going to this event. I could wear this shoe that I've never wore before. And I love that. But eventually you grow up and you ask yourself, why am I still holding on to all these things? And as I was selling them, it got to a point where I was like testing my maturity. I was like, oh, I want to keep those. I don't need those. I don't need those.
Let me ask you,
Take them.
what was the highest price that you sold? What's the most expensive shoe you sold? Like,
500.
oh my gosh.
How much?
man.
Five.
Jordans?
Wow.
No, SB Dunks.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
okay.
Roller
yeah.
derbies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some,
Roller derbies.
I got some SBs today.
Nice.
Nice, yeah. And that was
You get it from
lowball.
Kels?
I could have got way more for him if I took the time and sold it to the right person. But I got lowball. I sold it all to one guy. You know, he's basically a reseller that
Oh.
was like, okay,
That's
I'll
cool,
get,
that's
you know,
cool.
he's like 40 for those, 60 for those, 80 for those. So I could have gotten way more for them if I took the time and sold them to the right people. But I was just like, take it.
That's a
You
lot
just
of
have to
work,
get rid
man.
of it.
It is,
Yeah.
exactly.
Dizzy, what's something you've held on to for a very long time? Like a possession, nothing, not like a dude.
What?
You know how some women hold on to their dude way too long.
I honestly
Oh,
don't know. I
man.
was really trying to think of something that I either collected or held on to, but I really don't have anything. Like, I have a good amount of shoes. I have a good amount of bags and stuff. Like, I just have a good amount, you know.
But
I
not
wear
overdone.
everything. Yeah, I don't really
Yeah.
overdo anything.
I'm
Really.
starting to get convicted. I'm starting to think of all the stuff that I collect, because I'm a collector.
Yeah.
Like I am a huge comic book collector. I
How
have
many comic books?
I've got 13 small boxes on the floor and two. So a small box for comics will hold about 90, and if you pack them hard, like 100 books. So I've got like 13 small boxes, and then I have like a whole bookcase with like 3 different levels of
Wow.
That's legit. That's
Yeah,
legit.
that's awesome.
yeah.
Those will be worth a lot of money. Better tell your
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
like
let us
Beanie
know in the
Babies,
chat
right?
what's something you guys hold on to, what's something you've collected maybe as a
Candles,
kid
like-
and you still have. I still have a whole bunch of Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh.
I have a lot of sports
I
cards.
bet you those are worth money.
I didn't start collecting until '88. Like as far as basketball cards, I was collecting basketball cards, and then I have like a whole series of Topps baseball. But I would collect baseball just to have them. I wasn't, like going crazy over them like basketball cards. But that's back in the day when my friend brought some over the other day with his son, and they were opening them up. There's like 5 in a pack. We used to get like 20.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
when they used to be thick.
And a stick of hard bubble gum that you would definitely chew.
Yeah.
It was rock.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
a rock.
But hey, you can make money on baseball cards now. Like it's back.
Yes.
It's definitely back. So
I got a One Piece card the night I went to the Dodgers game, and just because they just won, it's sitting at like $1,500 if you get it graded.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
$1,500 for
Do
one
you get
card.
it? Do you get stuff slabbed at all?
No, but I got friends that do it, and they're the ones who are like, bro, give me the card. Like, I'm gonna send it off. We're gonna pay $21 to get it, graded, and then
That's
send it
cheap.
back in.
Oh, it's a
yeah,
card.
super
It's a
cheap.
card,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And sports cards, I guess, are like $15, and then you pay something else like a
Books
fee.
are
but
more. Yeah, comic books are a lot more. Yeah.
Is that a snapback?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely not Velcro. In case you're curious.
Do you like his hat?
yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
Hey, so I was talking to somebody the other day on the phone.
Who was
Right.
it?
I was talking to somebody on the phone, and
What was their name?
They saw my record collection in my studio, and they were like, "Oh man, you have you're they use the word historian." I'm like, "No, I'm a DJ." Like nowadays, it's all you download WAV files or MP3s or something. So like, I like physical media, right?
Yeah.
And I was showing like, these are my CDs that I have, these are my records that I have, but I have like a big collection of records. And I started thinking like, at what point am I hoarding? Like at what point is it like you spend all this money on something? And then I started thinking, well, I used to do a lot of things. Like I used to drink, and I used to do all these different things. And I don't spend that money anymore on those vices. And now collecting's my vice. So like, is collecting would it be considered a vice?
I think that it's okay
not
to
bad
have
for your health.
Yeah, I think it's okay to have good things. I think that actually I was talking about this with a friend the other day. It's okay to have good things, but if a good thing becomes a God thing, it's a bad thing.
Right. Yeah. I get that. I
Yeah.
get that. Okay. So
Yeah, we've
And
talked
I
about
think you're
that.
putting them to use, like you're putting them up. You have a record player where you play the actual.
And it's like art.
Yeah, and so I don't think it's bad. Like,
Yeah. So the first time, it's crazy. So the first time I felt like God was involved in my decision and like material things was I got robbed for a bunch of shoes. So somebody kicked in my front door. They knew I had a big sneaker collection. Somebody I know probably set me up, but took a bunch of shoes, and I was so hurt by it that I was like, man, these are way too important to me. And that was the first time I felt convicted by it. Right. So it's almost like that's why I had the struggle this time, was like, I should be okay letting these things go. These are material things, and I should be okay letting them go. But that first time that I was hurt by it, that was the first time I felt convicted. I was like, why is this so important to me? You know what I mean? Like, God really has blessed me with so many other things, and I'm like, shouldn't be holding on to this thing emotionally the way that I am. So after that, I was like, okay, shoes can't be that important to me. So this time around, when I'm selling them off, I'm over here. That's where my thought process is. It's like, come on, God, like I know better. Like, this isn't something that I need, and I know that you've blessed me in ways that this isn't important. So I felt convicted holding on to things, and that was the first time.
And I'm going to get to some of the comments real quick, and then we'll jump into that. But you're right. Like Luca was saying, anything that takes precedence over God will become a sin in your life, right? Will become a stronghold in your life that you have to give up. I've done that with sports before, where it's like I knew I had to like chill out a little bit on sports because.
He's dying.
yeah. Right?
He's dying.
Yeah, I'm
You all right?
Put your
What'd
hands
you
up.
put in there?
Put your hands up.
What'd you put in there?
This is water.
What's in
This
that
is
drink, bro? It's yellow.
water.
It's not just water.
It's Crystal Light.
Man,
it's
that's
still
swamp water.
God.
That's swamp
It's
water,
water.
son.
Thank
He
you.
was coming
Crystal
with a
Light.
bright
It's
red
water.
drink talking about it's water.
It's Crystal
It
Light.
is. Crystal Light is just flavor.
All right, let us know
water.
in the comments, is Crystal Light water, or is it an actual drink with sugar
Crystal Light.
and other stuff? All
no
right,
sugar.
the real Lazar said books and music don't count. Could do worse things, but not
Not 80 hats.
80 hats.
Well, that brings up a question that I have. So, like, at what point does a hobby, like, because a lot of times people think hobbies are okay. It's okay for a person to have a hobby, right? And then some.
But there's some people that don't. Like, everything has to be God, God, God. Like,
Facts.
we can't do anything. We can't be entertained.
Well, like, so, like, I'm an artist. I actually physically draw and paint things, right? So, like, if you go into my garage, I have 2 parts of a studio, and I have just cans of spray paint, just in case I ever want to paint and I need that color. Then I've got, like, I could easily, off the top of my head, over 300 pens. Just not including paint pens, not including, like, so I collect materials to create with.
Right.
But I don't see art as a hobby. It's not something I'm doing for fun. Art is something like if I'm pissed off or if I just need to zone out or I go in, my life goes in seasons, I'll just lock myself in the garage and paint, and that's therapeutic.
Yeah.
So what creates a hobby? What do you guys think? In the chat, what do you think? What is a hobby? What is therapeutic? What is,
Yeah.
what?
And I will jump into some more of these comments, but definitely keep that in mind. Zone 3, I used to have a bunch of Marvel masterpieces.
Those are dope cards.
I don't know what happened to them, though.
That's not good.
That's bad. Vidal said G.I. Joe.
Oh, Vidal, my brother Vidal, for those that don't know, he is, I thought I collected. He is a collector. The dude, like I said, I have like 13 small boxes. He has probably like 30 long boxes.
Wow.
Like the guy's crazy.
What do you do with that stuff?
Well, so some people actually
Like, do
like
you
how Cope like flipped his shoes. Like you can,
Okay.
there are some books there are certain comic books you don't even read the book. You'll go and buy it on the day it comes out, and a month later you can sell that book. You spend $30 on a book and you can sell it for like $500.
And I didn't know this until I started doing Into the West Comics, producing that show. They'll buy 5 of the same book because they have different covers.
Yep, they have
Oh.
variant covers. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Did I already read this one? Real Lazar. Theology books. It's all digital now. I got a digital library.
Oh, the dude has like crazy PDF files of like mad like orthodox books that he studies.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord's Child 89. Lydia. I therapy shop, but always give God my first fruits. That's such a Christian answer. Therapy shopping. Is therapy shopping a good or a bad thing? Because I've done this many times.
No, it's not.
The thing, real quick, the thing with me is my shopping benefits my business because I'm always buying stuff for the studio.
That doesn't make it good.
I'm gonna
Or
buy another
Chuck
camera
T's.
or Chucks
But my Chucks I get very cheap
So
because I
this is
get
my
50%
thing.
off
or a new
deals.
light.
Because
But what do you guys think about that?
I just feel like depends on who you talk to, right? Because there's a super Christian out there who's gonna say that where you find therapy, you should find it in the Lord. You know what I
Facts,
mean?
yeah.
So
That's
and
it, yeah.
it really comes down to like where your heart is and how much like you put into that thought process. I don't think shopping's bad if you're paying your tithes and you're paying your
Well,
first
like
fruits,
she
you know what I
said,
mean? Like,
she's giving God first,
You know what I mean?
and
So-
then if she got extra money to go
she's
shop,
putting God front of
Yeah.
mind, and then whatever she does with her hard-earned money, the rest of the time she's on.
Yeah.
She's not. I think
But
that's
my
solid.
problem is I've seen people do this, right? And then they're on Facebook and social media a week later with a GoFundMe up to help pay their rent.
That's crazy.
I've seen that many times.
That's crazy.
Well, I
We
look at
had a friend, he'll remain nameless, but they were struggling. Him and his wife were struggling. They asked for money in the men's group. So the men would separate from the women. So we give them money, and the women come back that night from being out, and his wife had a whole bunch of clothes. They went shopping, and he was so embarrassed.
Oh my.
That was crazy. We were like, yo, we
we
didn't say
just-
nothing, but it's like we just like came up with like $250, $300 between the 5 or 6 of us that were there.
Yeah.
And he was so embarrassed because like, hey, we're struggling. And then his wife had 2 bags of clothes.
Wow.
I don't think so. Like I look at it. I need my car, right? I need my car to get from point A to point B, whatever. But
Jesus walked.
all of the upgrades that I've done to my car, they're not necessary. But my car is now, it handles better, it has better suspension, it's faster. Like, so I'll do performance upgrades on my vehicle. And my wife is like, just put oil in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, like if I'm going to drive. So like, I understand therapy shopping because it makes me feel better. I get to learn something. I feel like it's a touchy subject, especially among believers, because some people feel like you could be giving more to somebody else, or you could be, we all could.
Yeah, but it's
Dizzy,
like,
what do you think?
I don't know. I feel like it's more about just stewarding your finances well. I think that's what it really boils down to in your heart posture. Like, there's nothing wrong with, like you said, you spend money to get stuff for the studio and things like that. But if you know that I already have a camera and like, then it's like, you got to check in with God really and see like, is that needed? I feel like I don't know.
So like and
And let us know your thoughts in the chat.
so I have 2 cameras right here. Just between these 2 cameras with lenses, this is over like $3,000. Maybe, you know, and I want another camera so that I can have you know what I'm saying? So it's like you have a camera, but you can do more things with an upgrade, with a better camera.
I would also argue that you guys are using this for your gifts.
Right.
For
Exactly.
ministering. You know what I mean? This
Right.
is your ministering platform, and you're using it for those things. It's not all you're using it for.
I used to make money.
But making money puts you in a place to have this platform where, one, we can have this conversation, which somebody in the comments needs to hear. I guarantee it. That's just how God works.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I feel like you're investing into something that is bigger than just yourself.
It's good.
Right.
Luke,
Because it's easy.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just going to say, like, it goes towards the ministry and things like that. Like, I can spend so much money on beats and studio time and all this and that when I can easily go do it for cheap. But it's just like, no, I'm going to invest into myself, my ministry, things like that. But I feel like that's stewarding that well.
Yeah.
So.
Some more comments. Vidal, Crystal Light is fancy Kool-Aid. I do agree.
Disagree.
Yep.
It's definitely
100%.
fancy. It's Kool-Aid for white women.
It's colored water. It's colored water.
why do you
The
think
real
it
Lazar, curator, and it's a lifestyle and a discipline. More of a hobby becomes a way of life. Okay.
He's talking about his books.
Yeah. And Cut Right,
okay.
I had over 1,200 comics
This hurts.
when I was 21, but I was dating a shorty, and she was like, I need to mature, man. So I tossed them. Then we broke up. Don't ever get rid of stuff for a girl.
Never.
If a girl meets you how you are, that's how
that.
she met you.
That's
Don't let
it.
her change you.
Facts.
I had this girl, she legit, like every time we kicked it, she would try to change one more thing. Oh, you should do your hair like this. The next time, oh, you should wear these type of pants. The next time, you should. So after like a month and a half, I was like, yo, you're trying to do a creative player like a video game. That's what I told her. I'm like,
my player.
you're trying to create something that
Edit
you
her
want
sim.
out of me, but I'm not the one you want. So, you know, I dumped her.
Yeah.
But
And then you
it
changed
moved
your clothes
on.
back.
No, I didn't.
Let-
I didn't have any clothes over there.
Luke, let me ask you. So you play guitar or keys?
I play guitar.
Okay, so do you only have one guitar?
I have 2 guitars. I have one that I will travel with.
Okay.
Because I don't care if it gets beat up. I have one that I bought and I knew it was going to be my last guitar I bought.
Really?
Like it was, and I've
Wait, how much is it? If it's your last
$3,500
guitar.
bucks.
Oh, that's not bad.
And then like over the years, you know, you upgrade the pickups on it. You change out the netboard, the fretboard, the neck, the fretboard. You there's just always maintenance and upkeep to it.
And that's
know?
not cheap, is it?
No.
For an
No.
expensive guitar like that.
Not at all.
To me, that's expensive. Like for a guitar.
Yeah, it's medium. It's worship leader expensive. Like I've held an acoustic guitar in my hand. I had a buddy who owned a shop in the town I lived in Colorado, and I walked in and he's like, you got to check out this guitar. And he hands me this Callings, and I'm playing it. I was like, this is amazing. He's like, yeah, $20K.
Yeah.
No.
For an acoustic
Yeah, for an acoustic guitar.
Take that back.
Yeah, and I
I
felt
would've
weird
been like,
touching
How
it.
can
Really?
something be so expensive?
But think about it.
Like,
So
It's the-
he's talking about guitars because he knows what it is, right? Like that's what he
Yeah.
does for a living. He
Like
plays
cameras.
guitar.
Yeah.
So just like cameras, like if I say I have a $5,000 camera set up people are going to look at me crazy. Oh, you could do that on an iPhone. It's like, not
No, you
really.
can't.
No, you can't.
No.
For
It's
everybody
not-
watching, no, you
Yeah,
cannot.
that's like taking a $150 guitar and be like, well, you can play the same thing
Yeah.
on that. It's not the same.
gonna sound the same.
The difference between like a $150 guitar and my guitar is like night and day.
Yeah.
And then the difference between my guitar and that $20,000 guitar I played, night and day.
Yeah.
Oh.
It has to do with like the acoustics of it and how it projects the sound and reverberates everything. The tender love and care that was put into it.
Uh-oh.
It's like one of a kind too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
$20,000.
yeah, it was awesome though.
I bet.
That's awesome.
But the thing, like, Joe Seif, 15 years ago, I never thought I would buy a, $3,000 camera and $2,000 worth of accessories, right?
Right.
When I had my little Canon T5i, or even before that, my little Canon PowerShot, it's like, oh, they take digital pictures, She grew up with digital pictures, but we used to have to go develop film at Walgreens with our little disposable cameras, you know what I'm saying? Or if we had a good camera, it's like, oh my gosh. So when they came out with digital cameras, it's like, man, this is all I need,
Right.
But as you start doing it more and then you start realizing why you need things to be more expensive. Even when I got into it, like these $600 cameras, $600 or $700 A6000s, right? Oh man, no, they're dope. I don't need anything else. But then when you start getting into it more, you realize to do other stuff, these are fine for being in the room. But if you're really going to go on a shoot and make money, you can't go in there with this little camera that these don't even do 4K. They're 1080. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know the difference that much until I started really doing film. So until you start getting in the industry of whatever it is, same thing with basketball, right? You can get a $15 basketball, but if you play with a legit NBA basketball, you feel the difference in the ball.
100%.
They
Basketball,
bounce different. They do
$98.
everything different.
$98 now for basketballs.
Are you kidding me?
No, Wilson Evolution is the best ball to use on court indoors, and that is a $90 after and $98 after tax dollar ball. Yeah, it's insane.
It's crazy.
A couple years ago, they were only $60, but they're making the composite leather softer and making them bounce better, and they're doing these things to improve them. It's $100 for a good basketball.
It's crazy. Everybody so it's your thing. It's whatever niche you're into. It's whatever it is that you like to do. But I have a mentality of the flip side of it, because like Akai just came out with the new MPC Live 3, and it has so many dope features on it, but it's taken me so long to master my MPC 1, and I upgraded from MPC 1000, and I would still use those. I really want to buy it, but I don't have the money to buy it when I can still make. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's why you're very modest when you're like, I have like a mid-tier guitar. That's my guitar.
But you're also investing in the gifts that God's given you, right?
Right.
Like God didn't
Yeah.
give us these gifts for no reason. So the things that we hunger for, right? Like that's a gift. The things that she does music, right? So she records in the studio. Her next project, she might want her own home studio because she knows what she's doing a little more now, right? So what's she gonna do? She's gonna invest in that.
100%.
And I think it's smart to invest in the gifts God's given you. Let's get back to some of these comments real quick, and then I'll get Dizzy's thoughts on that. Everything I do is unto the Lord. Rep him all day. Shout out.
Yay.
Luke, okay, play something next episode. Play some guitar next episode. Will you bring your guitar next episode
That'd be
and
dope.
play? We got it all set up. We can get you a stool. I know you guys like stools to strum on.
You guys. I know you
guys.
guitarists.
I know.
You people love.
Will you do that next week?
Sure.
Okay. Look at
Play
that.
some. I can
We
take you
Are
to
you going to
church.
bring your
I'll
nice
take you to church
guitar,
next
or
week.
We're
your-
having church next week, folks.
All right.
Let's
man, we're gonna have
go.
If you guys want to come to the studio, have church. Dizzy's going to sing background, and Luke is going to be on the
She said, "Who?"
guitar. You're not going to sing background? Okay.
I gotta
Um,
get some lessons first.
Okay. But see, she wants lessons.
Yeah, she wants. Yeah,
We're about to.
So what's something you invest in?
The most I would say my artistry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned like a home studio, and I could have been like investing in getting a home studio, but I like the studio vibes.
Yes.
I like when my engineer. I would pay that money because I just want to sit back. I want to record. I don't want to deal with all the extra stuff. And granted, it would probably be nice to learn, but I will spend that money to go into the studio, and I feel like God is, you know.
But what's the difference between a friend that probably has a studio in his or her room, right? That could do the same thing. I can record you here. I got a nice mic. I got a computer. I can do everything. As opposed to now you're paying for a professional studio. What's the difference there?
Well, first of all, quality. I don't really know who this friend, like what setup do they have, and I've already built a relationship with my engineer, so he already knows how I like to sound, the type of things that I like to do, and then we bounce ideas off of each other and stuff like that. So I feel like that definitely plays the role. Like I could definitely get a home setup and just send him my files to get mixed and mastered. But I like the vibe of the studio. I get more out of it.
Booth.
Exactly, being in the booth, having photographers come, recording the whole thing, getting, you know, recording projects and albums, and just getting that whole studio feel. Like that's just what I like as an artist.
So when we were recording, it's like when my crew was tracking, we actually went to a physical studio, and I remember we had an A room and a B room, and so in the A room we had access to it, but I would always say let's record in the B room, because there was a really low budget Joe Meek preamp, and I loved how gritty it sounded. And they'd be like, bro, we can record on an Avalon. And for anybody that knows, you know the difference between an Avalon preamp and a Joe Meek. And I would choose the way less expensive one because I like that gritty sound. But the option to go to a studio, like you were saying, that like, if you're buying an Avalon for your house, like, you better finish building the whole studio at your house.
Yeah.
And the B room at Digital was as good as any other studio you can go to.
Oh, there's so many projects
you know
that were released out of there. Yeah.
Even if you had a home studio though, you would want to invest. Or you'd have your home studio. Like we started with a $100 mic, and then you hear what a $500 mic sounds like.
Facts.
And then next thing you know, in your home, you got a bunch of pads on the walls and a $1,300 microphone, and you're like, I can still hear the quality difference, but you feel the need to invest because it's a more intimate setting, and you're like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it big, even if it's not out there paying all this money. So you invest anyway.
But there's also a difference between having that $1,300 mic in a bedroom with some foam up on the wall and taking it in a real isolated room, soundproof studio that has been professionally set up. You'll hear a crazy difference. You're not getting any of the background fuzz and noise, you know?
You know, so this is, I feel like this is a great segue to a question that you had.
Okay.
That we were talking about. You already know where I'm going with this question. Like, what's the need for it in 2025?
Looks like I put in like
what's the need for record labels
in 2025?
Yeah.
I feel like that is the definite need. Because we've had artists on the show many times where they're like, yeah, I have a label that I work with, and they actually put them in a professional recording space.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one thing that's a need for an artist, for a label.
Yeah, so I was the reason that this question came up was because I was thinking about some CHH news to talk about tonight. And so two notes that I had was two things that happened with Christian hip hop record labels. So like a month ago, Aliens Alive signed Holland and Weatherman, which is a production supergroup with Wit is one of the people that's in that group. But Aliens Alive already has Rodney Jerkins, Gavi, Alex Jane, John Keith, Ecleso, TJ Carroll, West Indies, which is Miles Minnick and John Keith, and I'm Rescued. And then also this week, Apollo Records, which is Marty from Social Club, his record label, they're releasing a collaboration album, Proof of Concept, this Friday, featuring Breno, Fern, LJ the Messenger, D'Aris, Gavin the Hot Rod, Trey Gad, production by Marty, Eli Williams, Andrew Prim, and Now Luke, among others. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, this is really cool. I'm looking forward to all this stuff that's coming out, but why do we need record labels in 2025? So maybe the first answer is access to like real sound engineering and real however you worded it, studios and things like that.
Access to professional sounding recording studio.
But
and I would just,
that's one reason.
I was gonna say you can still get that stuff without a label though, right? I mean, you got to pay pretty penny, but you have access as an indie artist to these professional studios.
Hey, let's just go around it and say why we would need a label first, and then we'll go around and say why we wouldn't.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
Well-
professional studio,
Yes, go ahead. Professional studio. Go ahead.
Dizzy.
I would say,
I mean,
Mark,
you being a
why you
artist
would.
right now that's putting music out, what
Yeah.
would be your reason if someone came with a label? What would make
Yeah.
you sign to them?
Ooh,
I
that's a
would
better
say,
question.
access to more exposure.
Okay, distribution maybe,
Yeah.
more of a network.
It's got to be a.
I have a
It's
question.
got to be a distribution thing too. Yeah.
So in 2025, do we actually have distribution in the sense of we're actually distributing physical media, or is it just we have somebody that can market you cleverly online because now everything is pretty much download the
It's a
song?
little bit of both. We saw what the Clips did, right? Like they're independent now. They're not part of a label necessarily, but they had Complex behind them pushing their stuff. So they had a distribution deal somehow with Complex. I don't know exactly what it was, but they had something and someone helping push them, right? And it was creative. They were strategic with what they did. So would they be able to do that themselves without paying somebody to do something, whether it be a label or a distribution company?
It's interesting because I feel like a lot of distribution is also sync licensing.
Yeah.
Like you end up on a commercial, you end up in like a promo for NFL. And so these labels are probably going to have more access to stuff like that. Not that an indie artist couldn't do that either, like you were saying, Kels. Like, but
do they know how to do it?
Right. Maybe it's a little
Right.
easier.
That's-
These
that's
guys know the
connections.
ropes,
Yeah.
especially like with Dark Child running Aliens Alive. I think he's got a lot of access on both sides, you know. Like this guy is like industry giant kind of, and now he's doing Christian music, you know. This is all to answer what Dizzy said, sorry.
Yeah.
Anything else on that?
I was just gonna say more so the connections, really, because like you said, yeah, the indie artists have access to those things too. Like I get my stuff professionally recorded in the studio. Like I don't think there's a noticeable difference between me and somebody who's signed to a record label. Like my stuff sounds just as clean.
Yeah.
But it's more so about the connections and, like you said, sync licensing and stuff like that that you probably don't know how to do yourself or have the connections to get by yourself.
Yeah. Kels, what about you?
Yeah, I was gonna say connections as well, but the more we talk about it, the more it sounds like if you educate yourself, there's probably nothing you can't do without a label.
Yeah.
I truly believe that. You know what I mean? So when we say is there a need for a label? No, there might be a convenience for a record label because it
Okay.
seems like a package deal, right? You get marketing, you get promotion, you don't have to put in the footwork trying to go viral, you know what I mean? To get that music out there, things like that. So it might be the connections and them doing everything. And I could say it's convenient and helpful if you have one stop shop for everything. But I think anybody's capable of doing all of these things without one.
Okay, a label, let's say Reach Records, right? Let's say Reach wanted to sign you.
They try once.
They
I told them no.
have, yeah, sure. They have access to tours, right? They can go on tour. They can bring you on tour, do events and shows that you really probably can't get in by yourself.
Yeah.
And if you were going to get in by yourself, you would have to have a huge marketing of yourself on social media, a huge social media presence, a lot of clicks, a lot of likes, everything to be able to get on those same stages that I think maybe a label could help you get on. Do you guys
Yeah.
agree with that?
Yeah. And just like he said, like the conveniency of it. Like with me being an artist, I feel like this is my bread and butter because, you know, I feel like that's what an artist wants. Like we already have to do a lot writing the music, recording the music, paying for it. It's a lot of money that comes out of pocket. So if we have to split some of our royalties just to have a little bit more conveniency and get out there more and not have to put in so much legwork, then we'll do that. I mean, at least I would.
Yeah.
It's just fascinating
Real
to me
quick,
because
BRM is on a few sports commercials.
yeah.
He's independent.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's just fascinating to me because I feel like for a few years there was a lull in this, and now we see it back on the come up. And so I'm like, what is enticing about this? And maybe there's just something that these people are doing differently now because they understand how everything works. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully.
Because
Or are they seeing a new breed of young people that don't know the dirt that's happened.
But that's what's weird is like Wit
labels.
signing on with Aliens Alive. Why does he need to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like he's not a young guy either.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just baffling to me. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you. You brought it up. So, what do you think the benefits is of this? Because you have super producers that have all come together on a team of a label to do strictly production for the artists on the label, so that they're trying to grow the camp. Is that what it is that they're doing?
Probably.
So,
yeah.
What is it that they're bringing to the table? So here's the thing, like when you look at an indie artist, right? You have all these indie artists say like, oh man, I made this in the room on Logic with a MacBook Pro and I had a blah blah blah. That's also like saying, I mean, it's like a flash in the pan type of thing. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And then like you get certain artists who like their sound or their song was a really good clip for your reels or your stories that you make. And so that's how they get famous and they can't reproduce it. You feel me? So like, I guess the real question is, with a label, how is a label going to back you outside of that flash in the pan?
Yeah.
And what are these people, especially like in CHH, what are they bringing? How are they going to make? Now this is all speculative, you know, like this is all our thoughts.
100%. Yeah.
How are they going to make the culture of Christian hip hop? How are they going to further it more than it already is?
So I met. So this Marty project that the Apollo Records is coming out with on Friday, I met most of these guys. They were at Holy Smoke and we hung out for a little bit. And while you were talking, I was like, maybe just like what they're creating is like relationships that will last. And so like, I mean, again, this is all speculation. Right. We're just making up stuff as we're just thinking through this together. But like, what if that's what CHH is missing? Like, because for the last, I don't know how many years, we've isolated in our bedrooms and we're just doing whatever we think is dope in our closet, right? And now if I've got like-minded individuals that I'm on a record label with and I'm doing life with, then maybe like that catches on and spreads like wildfire. So people want to be a part of that, whatever that is, or create something like that in their community.
And we used to see that. We saw that with what was the label? Dre Murray, We Are Kings.
We Live as Kings. Yeah.
What was the label they were on?
Collision. Yeah.
So we had a lot of labels back then, right? Collision, Reach was doing their thing. You had Humble Beast.
Yeah.
You had a lot of those collectives, but what happened in the back end, there was a lot of bad business. And a lot of people weren't getting paid what they thought they needed to get paid, or I remember Jackie Hill on Humble Beast. They weren't even letting her put out her second project. There was just a lot going on with certain things on the business end of stuff. The community part was cool, but it's like, all right, but some of us aren't making the money we were making when we were independent. Yeah. But now they're on an independent label. Yeah. Because most of the Christian labels are not major labels. Right. They're all independent labels. Yeah. Reach is the most major label there is in Christian hip hop. Besides maybe CMG.
Yeah, Capital is
CMG is not really Christian. I've met with them before. There was nothing.
And they were
Christian
a little shady
them.
too. I know No
Very
Big Deal
shady.
dropped real quick from them. So
I know Angie Rose had issues with that. Everybody who's there had issues. They kind of threw an F out there and helped create him.
Yeah.
But I think that's what that's the scary thing about some of these people that come in. Now I'm a Christian. I want to create a label, right? I want to create this movement per se because I'm a Christian. I want all these Christians to come along. A lot of times they're still using the worldly way to do business to do that in Christian industry.
But that brings up that's the age-old argument. We've had this argument so many times. Where do you draw the line between we have community, we're doing life together, yada yada, and this is business.
And business.
This is a business. Because
there needs to be 50-50 in that.
People don't want to hear it, but like I've worked at a church for years, and I've had to actually call out people above me and say, hey, like you can't take the hat off and all of a sudden be like, well, right now I'm your boss, so do what I say. And But the other times, like, I'm your pastor, so I'm loving you through this. Like, you,
hard.
At your discretion, you can't do that.
Right.
And I look at it like, especially when it comes to me, because Quan, we've seen so many people in the music industry and Christian hip hop music industry where you're like, are you even a Christian, bro? Like, stop it. Like, don't make us look bad.
I did a pre-interview for someone that would only do a recorded interview back in the day. And I just mentioned his name. And I was, I've been, I've been a fan of Christian hip hop for blah, 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 many years. So I started testing him, and I still got the recording, the pre-show recording. But he didn't know anything. I could tell he was barely a Christian. Mm-hmm. And if he was, he maybe went to church, but he wasn't like really about it. Mm-hmm. He knew it was a platform that could help get him somewhere. Because let's face it, churches are automatic venues when you're a Christian rapper, right? Wow. And a lot of these people got built off going to, church events, youth events, conferences, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then they'll complain about them later. I've seen that many times. Even with Lecrae, Lecrae's complained about that a little bit, but it's like, bro, a lot of your celebrity was built off the white Christian church, and then you want to complain about that later. But let's face it, it's for a new artist. There's an automatic venue there because they're gonna kind of accept you and let you do something there. It's a lot easier to do that, and I think, especially back in the day, it was easier to get that type of exposure doing that.
But we're not bashing the church, everybody that's watching, but I'm just saying what I've actually seen, like I've experienced myself. We've also had people who are really good artists, great artists, and they were doing stuff on their own, started going to a church, got involved with the ministry, and they became, and I hate to sound this way, but they became the token urban black guy of the church. So every time there was a church event, you do the urban part and you do your rap thing.
Or just the rapper. I mean, I was the white dude in a white church, and I was like, oh, do your little raps for our little conference.
Right.
So where does it become a gimmick? Because there's artists like Dizzy that like she lives in, like this is her life. You know what I'm saying? Like she puts her everything into it. And then there's other people look at it like, oh, just do that little thing you do. Do that little thing.
Is it even possible for hip hop to be effective in ministry for adults in the local church?
That is a good question. I saw
that was one of my questions in the chat earlier.
That too, because I was thinking, like I started thinking about that, like, oh, okay, do they really see it as a ministry though? Like, okay, you're only inviting me to, minister for the youth and for certain things, never how they would see a singer versus if they were making like R&B, Christian music. It's more accepted. I still feel like CHH is not that accepted in the church. Like now, because they don't want to just cast people out, they're just like, oh yeah, do your little thing. Yeah. Would you come in for our youth conference? And it's
for youth though. Like it's like, oh, this is fun for youth. But like, hip hop is the most popular music in the entire world. It is everywhere. Mm-hmm. There is no way that at church, the only people that listen to hip hop are the youth. It's so annoying to me.
Kels, what do you think?
I'm going to say something controversial. I think that there's so much, it's very saturated, and there's so much not good hip hop, Christian hip hop.
That's not controversial. That's facts.
Okay, cool. That's real. On the same day. But, and that's what people are first exposed to, you know what I mean? Somebody's like, oh, I'm going to start rapping and it's going to be for the Lord. And then they get those church shows and then people are like, oh, this is a joke. This isn't, real music. I will say though, on the opposite side of that, I think that if Christian hip hop is used as the bait it's supposed to be, you can build some real connections. Because I have secular artists that I mess with that we spar sometimes. They'll send me bars, I'll send them bars because we're like punchline rappers. We like, oh, that was tight. Okay, oh, I said something like this. And mine are all God-based. Theirs are all secular, but the connection is there, you know what I mean? And I think that there's ways to use hip hop as bait, but I just don't think it's being done as often as it should.
And I think back in like the early 2010s, there was a lot more pastors and youth pastors that grew up in hip hop. So I think when we were doing it, it was a little more gimmicky. I think it got to the point where now some of these pastors, like, I mean, you mentioned Flavor Fest earlier. He was a rapper and he's a pastor. So that's why Flavor Fest has been so successful at Urban D's church, because he grew up in that industry. So he doesn't take it as a gimmick.
Right.
He sees the tool it can be to reach young people and all people, right?
Right.
And I think that's kind of what happened when we were doing events, when I was managing some artists and we were going to California all the time. There was a hip hop culture out there at a lot of these churches, especially being in LA. It's a lot different than Vegas, where we have the rapper at our church, like, come see him. And it's like they only rap
Like
there.
2
They don't
people
even
come though.
Well, the church would be there and then that's it.
Yeah.
But I mean, we did that. We did that at ICLV after like a New Year's service once. They didn't promote that we were going to be doing something there. They acted like they were. And then once their service was over, okay, go ahead and use the venue, guys. So it was more like, just, have fun. Have fun using our venue instead of let's promote this as a ministry that's legit.
Yeah.
It's crazy you say that. We decided to put on our own show, and we tried to reach out to major artists, and we ended up getting Pro to do what we called was like a gun violence awareness show, things like that. But the church that we partnered with for the venue, they were supposed to basically match us. They were supposed to sell tickets, and we were supposed to sell tickets and get everybody in the venue. And when we did a head count,
That was
we were
Canon,
like,
right?
Oh, Canon. I'm sorry. I said
yeah,
Pro. Yeah, that was Canon. I'm sorry. But the venue, the church itself, actually had nobody there. And I'm like, where are your members? Where are the people that go to this church? You know what I mean? I get, like, maybe you couldn't get your mom and sister to come, but where are the people that go to this church? And that tripped me out. That blew my mind. And like, we literally ended up, all the tickets that we sold were the only source of income.
The only people that showed up.
Yeah, so everything that we had to pay for, we ended up coming out of pocket because the church didn't do anything, and that was contractual. They were supposed to.
And that's why I try to tell you guys it's not as easy to put on shows as you guys thought.
I'm already knowing.
Because everybody would do that, and I'm like, it's not easy. You're paying people. You're
grind
paying
it
for
out.
flyers. You're putting in a lot of work to do that.
You grind it
and
out.
sometimes you get 30 people there.
That's why Damage Crew always showed up deep for you, bro. That's
No,
why.
for sure, man. Give it up to Damage Crew.
I think this is, again, my own personal from how I am. Like how is CHH used as a ministry point for adults? Most of the time, the way I carry myself. So like, my wife makes fun of me. Some people, so like, don't look at me like I'm a chameleon, because I'm not. But like, my wife will hear me talking on the phone with certain people, and then like I'll get a call from Quan or somebody. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? All right, bet, word. Like, and I talk a different way, and she's like, and I'm like, all right, man, peace. Like, I don't say bye or take care or bye-bye or anything like that. I'm always like, all right, man, peace. And she's like, you sound like a completely different person when you're talking to like your hip hop friends or whatever, right? And
My mom always tells me that when I'm talking to Latinos. She can always tell.
Code
I
switching
guess
for the
my
Latinos?
voice just gets a little
he
softer.
gets a little deeper.
How are you?
But
no, I get more like,
Hey.
oh
hey,
my
girl.
But to answer the question, I think that people that know me, they know how I am, and they know what I do outside of work, like what my gifts and my talents are.
Right.
And I think that the best way to use, like, the way I use hip hop as a ministry point is, I don't label it that way. I like, hip hop for me is life. Like, that is who I grew up in hip hop. Uncle was a b-boy, dad was a graph artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in hip hop.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to be hip hop. I just am. And then when I connect with people, like, they'll see it. Like, it's like, game recognize game. Like, we smell our own.
Yeah.
And you can tell when somebody's like, what's up, fellow hip hop head? It's like, oh, bro, shut up. Or,
You're gonna do some raps on our stage,
I feel like that's what it is. And it comes back to like doing life with people. You have to actually invest. You got to put change in the pocket to invest with somebody. It just so happens that hip hop is part of, like, Quan can get together with many people and just talk sports. And that's why we say it all the time. I love football season. I can go up to a random person on the street and be like, go Niners. And all of a sudden we're best friends and we have this great conversation.
Yeah.
Hip hop is the same way.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
I you know what I'm saying? I don't use it as like a ministry point.
Yeah, I
But
think
it becomes
that,
one, right?
right.
It does, but like
you might not intentionally be using it as that, but your music, if you start talking about it and they hear that you do music or have done music, it's going to eventually come out, right?
facts, 100%. It is. Just like, I mean, and without getting Christianese, fruits of the Spirit are the same way. If Holy Spirit's in you, those fruits are going to manifest regardless.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you see somebody without the fruits of the Spirit or the Beatitudes, like if there is no like love, joy, peace, or whatever, like you got to question, hey, how's your walk going, my man? Like, because I'm not seeing any fruit. And it's not up to me to judge, but that's the beauty of hip hop. Hip hop is a judgmental based culture. Like we like, oh, that was whack or that was tight. Like we show and prove.
That was a 1.5. That was a 4.5. I mean,
that's what we do every other week. That's what we do.
We are taking submissions tonight. If you want to submit your video or music track to music@speakliferadio.com. We are going to be doing some reviews in a little bit. We don't have a lot of submissions, so we will get to that soon, though. If you guys are watching live, please subscribe to the channel, first of all. Follow us on all social media at Gorilla Cross. If you want to donate, Cash App, Gorilla Cross Media. We definitely appreciate everyone for tuning in. Let us know your thoughts on all these topics that we're talking about in the comments, and we definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. Please submit as soon as possible because we're going to get into the music reviews at about 8:30, which is 20 minutes from now. So make sure you submit. We only have like 3 right now, so we'll do, the first 5 that submit. We'll do some. But yeah, Luke, I know you had more to say on that.
Oh, I don't know. I can switch to the next topic.
All right. You want to?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, next topic.
My next topic was because I think I'll get rid of the news. The news is old news. So the other thing was the last time I was with you guys, we had Deep Space 5 on. So it had me started thinking about GOAT CHH, like the best of all time. Because like Dodo was saying, like if you got hip hop in you, you got a certain way that you think about it, a certain way that you talk about it. And so I think that it'd be dope if I heard who you guys would have on your CHH Mount Rushmore.
Ooh, that's hard.
I don't like
someone
this
like
question.
Dizzy because she's new to it, right?
But you just named 4 rappers.
But
though.
who's your
That's
favorite?
cool.
I mean, because it doesn't have to be of all time. Because if you only know the last 5 years, then that's your Mount
Yeah.
Rushmore.
Yeah.
So we'll
cool.
start with Kel though. He looked like he's
Yeah, I need to
ready
find
for
it.
it.
No, I got
You look
something
ready,
to say.
man.
I don't got a whole Mount Rushmore, but I'll tell you like this. I can
It's
tell you
only
like this.
4.
I mean,
You don't need to. You don't need
Okay.
to build them out. And
so for me personally, and this is me, like, cause
it's your top 4.
Who's your top 4?
but that's what I mean by Mount Rushmore, and top 4 is different.
But you
So-
can clarify why you put them there.
Cool.
There you go.
So So I think Lecrae has to be on the Mount Rushmore. I don't care what you think about him as a person or what he's doing now. I think that a lot of people are introduced to Christian hip hop because of him.
100%, yeah.
And I think that his style of rap brought so many people into that like mindset of hip hop. So I got to give him that. Now, personal favorite, and I'm also throwing up there, and people are going to be surprised, was Andy Mineo for me. Andy Mineo, to me, was so unique to hear him rap. And the beat selection, everything, like I became an instant fan. And honestly, he climbed the level too. And I don't know what he got going on now. I don't know.
Still
what
making
I mean?
music.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So there's that. OGs, Gospel Gangsters. You got to put on Gospel Gangsters. I remember the first time I heard a verse from Gospel Gangsters. I couldn't even name each individual artist, but I remember the first time I heard their whole album, and I'll never forget the verse. I attack like a locust. I'm the locust at the studio, no hocus pocus. Like I'll never forget that.
My game spread the widest. We the riders. Yeah,
Man,
that was Solo.
Man,
Rest in peace.
Solo was the best.
Wait, that was Chili Chill.
Was it?
Yeah, that was Chili Chill.
Was that Chili?
Yeah. This is One Way on I can see clearly now. That's the first verse.
You're right. That was Chili. Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Chili. We need to
Yeah.
get him back on the show.
Chili's dope.
But
I
yeah,
like it.
that's just like I feel like that's rooted in Christian hip hop. You know what I mean? And when you talk about Mount Rushmore, that's up there for me. And then another personal favorite, I love anthem music. I love hype beats. So I'm going KB.
Okay.
That's
There you go.
good.
Luke, who you got? 'Cause
All right.
I know you had a lot of time to think about it.
Oh, I always talk about the same kind of people. So I'm gonna switch it from what I was talking earlier. But
all white rappers.
no, so my first one that I would have on there.
NF.
So he already said Gospel Gangsters, so I'm going a different way. I'm gonna put Ambassador.
Ooh.
Ambassador would be on my Mount Rushmore. I think his lyricism just made it dope to listen to rap. Even though Gospel Gangsters were the first dope CHH I listened to, Ambassador, I think even to now, I feel like, no offense to Chili Chill, but I feel like Ambassador's done a better job at handing it off to people. I don't know why that is, but
is he one that's not a Christian anymore? Or is that
no? Ambassador's still around. He's he's still Christian.
Which one? Which one did the
Fanatic is
3 camera angle to say he's not a Christian anymore?
Yeah,
Fanatic. Okay.
Yeah.
The fact that we have to ask that question is so wild. Is he one that's still a Christian or not? That's crazy.
So Ambassador would be on there. I also would have Braille on there. Now Braille was one of the first like CHH that you saw collaborate with mainstream. Like he had like Symbolic One. He had like all these mainstream producers. He's always been dope. He put people on when he was with Beautiful Eulogy, all that. And even now he's rocking with like new era cats like YP, aka Young Paul, has an album coming out with him, I think, soon. And he, on his newest album, he had Selah the Corner and Abel on there. He's constantly refining his sound, and he's been like consistent for like 25 years.
Yeah.
Braille's amazing. And then 7 is my favorite rapper of all time, mainstream or
was mine too until you started talking to my girl.
But yeah, 7's up there. I always tell you guys that. I love 7.
Talk to my girl.
His ability to rhyme, his flows, his storytelling. I feel like he just can do it all. And yeah,
You bring your favorite rapper to Vegas and he starts talking to your girl.
he's crazy.
I love 7.
He's crazy. So
talking to me.
and then like I think like everybody else, I think Lecrae belongs on a Mount Rushmore. Any CHH and Lecrae go hand in hand. Whether you appreciate his artistry or not, he's still the guy. He's the guy.
Facts.
Yeah.
Was that more than 4?
It was 4.
Okay.
I just talked for a long time. I'm long-winded.
Yeah, you are. You're very pastoral. I'll go with mine, and then I'll let Joe Seif get to his. This one's hard because some of them are crews, so you can't really pick a whole crew because you pick Gospel Gangsters.
But I can't.
So I mean, I guess they could be like a one in.
I would have had Solo from them. Yeah.
Yeah, Solo was my favorite, especially because he was the first dude that I was able to go to. This is when I was in high school. I couldn't play DC Talk in front of my friends.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't play Christian hip hop at all in front of my friends. Right when Gospel Gangsters came out, Solo and Gospel Gangsters in general, that was the first crew that I was like, yo, I could actually play this in front of my friends and not get made fun of.
Yeah.
You know. So I had to put Solo up there. His voice was so
good,
dope, and so original. Never got him on the show, which we talked about in a million times. We used to talk mad junk. He was a Clipper fan. I was a Laker fan. We would go back and forth all the time. When he passed away, that one shook me.
Stung.
And getting to do stuff with Chili. We had Chili on 2 or 3 years ago. Kicked it with him out in California last summer for an event they did out there. So Gospel Gangsters are definitely like right there for me because that's the ones. That's the crew that I realized, okay, Christian hip hop can be dope moving forward, and I think they showed everyone that.
Yeah.
I'll put Lecrae up there because what he did for Christian hip hop and what I think that he could have done more of. I think it could have went just so much further if he would have stuck with it and been proud to have that moniker on. But the fact that he did introduce it to a lot of people, and with Reach Records, got a lot of other artists that were really dope to the forefront, like Andy Mineo, KB. I'm going to put KB up there. Nice. I love his music. I feel like he is legit in what he's preaching. I can't say that about everyone I listen to. I think in his music, he's legit with his love for God, with what he's doing. He's not just doing it because he feels like, well, I need to be a Christian rapper, so I need to say some Christian stuff. His worship album to me is still one of the best albums I've ever heard. I still listen to a lot of that. There was worship songs on there that I didn't even know. Like I went back to find the worship song because of his songs. And his songs were better than the worship song after I heard it. He killed it with that album. And I always thought if Reach would have had Lecrae step back a little bit and push KB to the forefront, I think he could have blown up.
Yeah.
But would that be a good or bad thing? I'm not sure.
But I mean, what KB's done with his clothing label too, Native Supply, is dope.
Oh, that's KB. I didn't know Native Supply was him.
Yeah,
I see it all the time on Instagram. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It goes crazy.
How many is that? 3? So I got one more. I'm gonna put Bizzle on there just for the fact of how he came out. I remember listening to him, and he had that Jay-Z diss.
Yep.
And we were like, "What is this?" But
bro,
dude is super
You never heard
dope.
that?
But the thing with Bizzle is, he's just very raw with what he does. He doesn't try to be politically correct, which a lot of artists do, and I love that about him.
Very
So just
controversial.
musically and everything he did with God Over Money, same thing. Introduced us to a lot of artists that we might not have really known of if it wasn't for that. And I got to throw my girl Jackie Hill on there. She's number 5 on Mount Rushmore.
There was supposed to be 5 on the Mount Rushmore.
There's
To be
only
fair,
4.
so no, I know there's only 4, but I think there was supposed to be a 5th president. So some people say,
Well, they're waiting for Trump.
yeah,
That's crazy.
that's wild.
I'm
That's
joking.
wild.
I'm joking.
That's why you like Bizzle. Controversial statements.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, that's Jackie Hill to me is the dopest female MC out there. So
And better than most men.
yeah. Joe Seif.
I mean, I don't have a Mount Rushmore. For CHH, for hip hop in general, I feel like the best MC that I've ever heard is Soler the Man-Child. Like the way he's able to sound different. His voice sounds really good. He can incorporate like Southern, everything Southern. You can hear the South in him, but he's still very gritty. Like he's dope. And for me, it would be Journey and Soler, or Man-Child for those that don't
Journey
know,
Big and Man-Child.
yeah, like they're right here. They're just 2 totally different styles. I'm from the West. I'm from California, and I hear home every time I hear Jern speak. Like he's dope, and like that. That's it. Those are the 2 artists that I can listen to I still listen to their projects while I'm working out all the time. Like it's on repeat in my headphones. Those are my favorite artists, like rappers, MCs to actually do it. But I was thinking, because somebody brought up Ambassador, somebody brought up, Lecrae. The way I look at it is like, I feel like Lecrae came out after 116, right?
He was part of
He was
116. He was 116.
And you can't have 116 without
Cross movement.
cross movement.
Right.
CM's
Cross Movement Records signed Lecrae to start. Yeah.
CM's was pivotal in a lot of people's hip hop, like Christian hip hop introduction. And the same thing with Soler, like Man-Child brought out like DS5. So a lot of people were like, oh, DS5, these guys, these artists are really cool. But I knew the artists, I was following them before that. And then like you get labels like Goatee, because you were talking about what can labels do. Goatee was unbelievably groundbreaking at the time.
Yeah.
And when you start looking at labels and the artists that they brought out, so I can't pick out a specific artist without the label itself. You know what I'm saying? Because same thing, Grapetree, regardless of all the negative stuff that Grapetree did, they brought out so many different artists. Like there was somebody in the chat, my brother was talking about SS Mob.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, like you got people like Antonius, you've got Raz, you've got all of these people that we were introduced to like street hip hop, like street rap. And for the church, it was really like you couldn't do it at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have no Mount Rushmore, but my favorite artist is Man-Child because of, if you go back and look at his catalog, like he is amazing. And the fact that he was doing stuff like as the Pride with Syntax, I remember when they were on, you were like, yes, Syntax an attorney, he's a lawyer. Like the man is like educationally, like he has like a higher education. He is very good at what he does in the business sector, and then he can just put words together so amazingly. He did a whole song one time. I remember somebody was saying, oh, you're a nerd, like rap will never be about nerdy stuff. And I played a song for them, the Syntax, like where he was talking about, like he starts off his verse, probably a prodigy like Potter playing Quidditch. Like he's talking about Harry Potter, he's talking about Star Wars, he's talking about all these things, and I'm like that's me. You know what I'm saying? And he's a very well-educated person. Yeah. So those are my two favorites. And then the camps that follow after they're just lumped in there with them.
Yeah, that's good. Because I mean, like we talked about Gospel Gangsters, but you could go to Soup the Chemist before them. They brought
SFC,
them up.
Yeah,
you know?
yes.
Yeah,
Soup was I feel
and
like
Soup's still around too.
I want to get
He
to
could have
Dizzy.
been
You
on
got,
there.
I'm going to get to Dizzy.
bro.
Dizzy, who you got?
Like you guys said too, I would also put Lecrae up there. I knew about him before I was even rapping.
Yeah.
Like he's done a lot. So
He's the guy.
Yeah. Him, and I know a lot of more the newer rappers. I don't.
It's okay.
Yeah. So him, I would say Caleb Gordon, even though people say he's kind of controversial in some of the things that he does or whatever. But I like him. I think he's dope. I think he's creative. I feel like he's brought a new light to it, to CHH. I would put, who else do I like? Somebody who's like real, like rappy that I like is Eshawn Burgundy.
Oh,
wow.
He was right outside of mine.
Yeah.
Just because I haven't
He's
listened to a
dope.
lot of his new music lately.
He's crazy.
He's trying so
Yeah,
But
he's-
Eshawn's sick.
Yeah, he's dope.
good pull.
So,
Good pull.
No, that's a good
I'm
pull.
proud
I
of
think
you.
I think a lot of people might have him on the Mount Rushmore. He's very dope.
He's
Did
definitely
you,
my
did
top
you
five.
hear how everybody
mine.
spoke up when
Yeah,
your
yeah,
name
yeah.
dropped? I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
He's in my
he's
top
dope.
5 too. Yeah.
I really do like him. He raps for real.
Yeah.
And then I would say for my last one, I don't know. I was kind of like, because y'all brought up KB, and I'm like, KB's hard. Like, I really do like KB. I don't know. Him or like, you know who else who really, the first Christian rap that I was really listening to is Young C.
Okay, yeah.
I
Young
really
C.
like Young C.
Young
Yeah,
C?
I would put him up there.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's
All
my.
right. Young
He's
C's
one of my
dope.
favorites. He's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's supposed to come out here soon, so hopefully
That's
maybe
cool.
January we'll get him for 180.
You know I'll be here for that.
Yeah, of course. You won't miss that one. Let's get to some of these comments. Vidal said my favorite MC is Joe Sife from FOM Boombox Titans.
A dope name.
I've been hearing Ambassador a lot lately. He's dope. Dayton, C4, 7, and Ambassador. All right,
C4 is crazy, but like he's like young, so like
That's a grimy
dude,
lineup, dude.
That's a grimy
That is
lineup
a
though.
grimy
Those guys
lineup.
would go
That's
crazy.
street.
Put all of them on one song. That'd be insane.
Yeah.
Oh,
Zone 3 said 7 and Dayton are my top 2 for newer artists. Definitely not newer.
Yeah.
Showing your age.
Older
Zone just started
artists?
listening to him last year.
Braille, CMCs, Lecrae,
Oh, I like
KB, Jackie Hill, and 1K Few.
Okay, few.
Oh.
Okay.
That's an interesting take.
Wait, you don't like 1K? You?
Diesel's
He's a good dude.
saying the same thing over and over again. Gemstones, yeah, Gemstones is up there. Wow,
He's a good dude.
he's a good dude.
what about LA Symphony, man?
there you go.
I mean,
Yeah.
Pigeon came from LA Symph. And
Brainwash Projects is one of my favorite albums ever.
Come on.
Brainwash
dude.
Projects.
And not that many people know about Brainwash
know.
Project. Come on, dude.
I know.
Yeah. So that's our Mount Rushmore. If anyone else has any thing to say in the comments about your favorite, let us know in the comments, and we'll get to that.
Someone said Hovey. I like him too.
Hovey's cool.
What was the name of Seven's first album?
All or None.
Okay, so to me, and people can fight me on this one, hands down his best album. The production for the time. No, think about it. How young he was, and the time that it came out. Think back to the early 2000s.
No,
When
it was 1999, I think, that it came out.
so early
But yeah,
2000s.
it doesn't hit. It doesn't stand the test of time. Though.
Oh, it does. It 100% does. because it sounds so California, dude.
Yeah, I'd have to remember it.
Cut Right dropped Stephen the Levite and Theory Has It in this.
Theory.
There we go.
I'm not mad at that.
Cover right. Yeah, Eshawn, KB, Stephen the Levite, and Theory. Yeah. That's some dope ones. We've had Theory in the studio.
In the studio, I met him. I got him to sign one of my vinyls. That was
Yeah.
really cool.
You're welcome.
One of your records.
Lizette said Derek Minor, Cannon, Toya Love, Sarah Natalie, Jackie Hill, Perry, Gemstones, John Keith.
I don't know who Sarah Natalie is.
Yeah,
I
don't
listen
know.
to a lot of
I think she
CHH.
just made up a random name. Dante doesn't get enough love. Dante's whack. I'm joking. I'm joking. That's the homie.
Wow.
Dante's the homie. He wants to come out here too to get on the mic.
Nice.
Propaganda.
Props is
Yeah.
dope.
Prop is dope.
Prop needs some props. He's been around for a long time.
Prop
Facts.
needs some
Where
props.
do we put Mally music in a rap category at all?
No.
No,
No,
like
he's
I know he's
soul,
neo
pop,
soul,
he's
but
R&B.
he's rapping.
That's not rap. No.
All right,
Well,
my bad.
I mean-
is Lauryn Hill a rapper?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she raps.
She raps.
She's also neo soul.
Also,
but
Mally
exactly.
Music is neo soul and also not a rapper.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard him bust a flow though.
What? His whole sound is him rapping melodic.
Well, think about
But-
C Duffel. C Duffel will do some stuff where it's like, bro, like you're
But
dope.
he can spit bars though too.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying, though. Yeah.
Mally spit bars.
It's different. It's
Is it
different.
sing
He's more of
bars
a
or
singer, like-
sing bars?
You guys aren't giving a reason. You're just saying no.
Let us because he
It's
doesn't
no,
rap.
Because he doesn't
Yeah.
rap.
he does. That's crazy.
Yeah, so does Carmen.
Oh my!
Well, not anymore.
She produces her own beats. That's what about Sarah Natalie.
Okay.
Who do you think? Who do
All
you
right, we
we
got
just clown
one.
on
We
here.
got Man Child, Jafia Life, Corey Red, and Precise, and Theory Has It.
Ooh, Corey Red, dude.
We had Precise on a few years ago. D1 has been growing on me a lot.
Yeah.
I got to meet him in September and see him live. Not really into Southern hip hop, but I like him a lot and what he
Dude,
stands
D1.
for. Now, D1's a dope dude. We've had him on before a long time ago also. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, we just named a lot of dope artists. So if you guys don't think there's any good music out there, we just dropped a lot of names. And I
lot.
mean, we only
Yeah.
hit the tip of the iceberg with
Right,
that. So
right.
there's
That's
a lot
fun.
of...
I love those conversations.
Yeah. All right, we do have some music submissions. I think we only have 3, maybe 4. This one is cut right. Let me see. I know it's super youth group sounding, but my release next year. All right, sending something to me and my bro Chase from church threw together for a FCA event. DuckTales got mixed and mastered. Okay, thanks for all the notes
DuckTales was
in
dope.
there. Yeah, DuckTales.
Yeah.
was
DuckTales
dope.
was super dope.
DuckTales was dope. All right, this is called More. Cut right. Let us know in the comments if you like it. Leave fire emojis. And give us your rating in the comments, 1 to 5, 5 being the best. Let's go.
Ayo, we more than a conqueror through him that loved us. Planet in his hands, tell me who gon' plug us. We gon' say it loud, can't nobody shush us. Holy Spirit move and we cause a ruckus. Cause we're more than a conqueror. I don't think they heard me, it's because it's grace and mercy that we're more than a conqueror. M-O-R-E-B, cause he lives in me.
We more than conquerors, we walk around with confidence, not burdened down by consequence. Worship the living God who is the payer of our sin and debt. I got interest, became the bread of life, and it's so good I ain't had dinner yet. Taste and see the Lord is good, his word is sweet, it comforts me. Ezekiel chapter 3, I'm buzzing like a honeybee. I love you, God, I lift my voice above the noise. My soul rejoice, refuse to drink the devil's poison. Trust in you, receive my portion. So we're breaking out, make a joyful sound. Praise the Lord, these prison doors couldn't hold us down like Stephen. They wanna stone you, see Jesus in the throne room. That's Satan, what he gon' do? My God already won, dude. Cattle on 1,000, hills and hills, victory in the battlefields. World turns against you. As for my house, I'ma serve you till the sky split like a Kit Kat. Tell the wicked better get back. No time left for the chit chat. I spit facts, so sit back and
more than a conqueror through him that loved us. Planet in his hands, tell me who gon' plug us. We gon' say it loud, can't nobody shush us. Holy Spirit move and we cause a ruckus. Cause we're more than a conqueror. I don't think they heard me, it's because His grace and mercy that we're more than a conqueror. M-O-R-E, because He lives in me.
This that Romans chapter 8, 33 to 39. You could bring a charger from elected and a sign. We got a PTO, that mean we ain't got the time. He made me charge Xavier, I'm known to handle mine. See, we only have one job. Stand still and know He is God. Shadow of the Almighty where we abide. So the devils getting washed past the tide. Making a bro him like Conan when both hands put together. Get to the program, they got no chance. You can tell them all, bring whoever. We got a few stones and a slingshot, so the live head getting severed. Cause when the King of Kings is your ruler, ain't nobody that can measure. Look in the measurements, every inch of this planet belongs to the one we give reverence. So when evil's a foot, we don't get centimeter. Stopping the y'all when we represent the God of the angel armies. Is the one who's fighting for me. We give Him all the glory, and that's the end of story.
We more than a conqueror through Him that loved us. Planet in His hands, tell me who gon' plug us. We gon' say it loud, can't nobody shush us. Holy Spirit move and we cause a ruckus. Cause we're more than a conqueror. I don't think they heard me, it's because His grace and mercy that we're more than a conqueror. M-O-R-E, because He lives in me. Because He lives in me. Yeah, because He lives in me. Because He lives in me. Hey, yo, we more.
Yo, that is more from Cut Right and his homeboy from Youth Group. Luke, I'm gonna start with you.
That's a dope song. The hook is airtight, and the beginning of the song like builds so much momentum. I was a little underwhelmed with the first verse, and it wasn't necessarily that he was doing anything wrong. I think it's just like his energy that he came at the track with just didn't match the intensity of the moment in that point. So, and I felt like I needed more like enunciation and some of that. Like he needed to spit out the words a little better because he kind of was like really relaxed with the flow, which is cool. But like I don't think it matched the intensity of the song. Does that make sense? And so like I was ready for Cut Right to do his thing. Once we got to verse 2, I really liked the ebb and the flow of adding layers and taking layers away throughout the song. I'm not sure. I couldn't give feedback on the mix because we had the monitors live in the room with the headphones. So I'm not sure that Cut Right's voice was on top of the beat the way it should have been, but maybe it's just because of hearing the live monitors and the headphones at the same time. I was kind of losing him a little bit. So there's my feedback. It's a dope song though. Like, what do you give? I would give it a 4 out of 5. I think just if we're able to polish that performance on the first verse, then it would be even better. But yeah.
I same thing. The first verse to me, it was too on beat. Like the whole time it was like he almost sounded like a new artist that could be good, but it's like he was being taught how to rap.
Right.
So rap like this. Don't get off the beat. So there wasn't a lot of flavor on that first verse.
Wasn't a flow.
Still good, but yeah, you're right. It didn't flow. Overall, when he said it was like a youth groupie type song, I thought I was gonna hate it. But this is a very good show song. It's something that with the whole audience, and even us listening to it in the studio, like we were vibing off it, right?
100%.
And that's really what you want with a song. You want people to feel it. So is this something that will play a lot in my car? Not really. Is this something if I was at an event or a show, I'd be vibing to 100%. So for that, I'm gonna give it a 4 because it was put together really well. I'm gonna give it a 3.9. It's not quite a 4 because of the first verse. 3.9. But it was good. It was good. I like what Cutriight's doing. Joe Seif.
I really liked. I did like the first artist. I liked the way he was writing the technicals because I like following syncopation and rhyme patterns, and he was for. I want to say the first quarter, maybe half of his verse. I was like, it's dope, and then he just it went off. So I feel like if he would have I'm echoing what Luke said, like just tighten it up a bit and it'd be dope. But it was definitely an anthem track.
Yeah.
100% an anthem track. Do I like anthem tracks? No. Would I listen to it while I'm working out? Yes. Would I listen to it at an event? Yes. Would I listen to it when I'm driving in my car? No. Yeah. Nuh-uh. So like I'll give it a 3.
Okay. Dizzy.
I really, really, really like the hook. I almost at the point where I can't really remember the verses. I will agree that I really do like the second verse. I do remember that. And then Luke said that was cut right. So props. But I feel like the first and third verse, verses didn't really stand out that well. I don't know if it's because I just like the hook so much, but I remember the second verse and I don't really remember the first and third. So I feel like those could be tightened up more. I don't really have much to say on that. Very anthemy, very vibey. I would probably listen to that. I'd probably need to hear it again, but I'd give it a 4.
All right, Kales.
I will not be glazing Cutright like everybody else. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm joking. Yeah, so I did step out and use the restroom real quick, and I missed the first verse, which apparently means I went to the bathroom at the right time, it sounds like.
Wow.
No, but when I came back in the room, thank you for putting the tracks on the monitor because I can hear it. And when I came back in the room, I was like, whoa, what is this? Instantly caught my attention. Me and Dizzy were just talking about how like, yo, if a hook has you singing along and the first time you're hearing it, that's a big deal, you know? And I was like, oh, this is dope. This is fire. So, and then me personally, I like the versatility of having 3 different artists that sound different as far as like rappers go on a track. So for me, hearing the second verse and the third verse, I was like, okay, cool. I like that. It's a little bit different. It doesn't sound.
What was the third verse?
I don't remember it.
I don't think there was a third verse.
I think it's
thought
only
it was
2
just the
people.
hook again. Yeah, it's just 2 people.
It was a hook.
Oh, it was a hook
No,
again?
Really?
Yeah, there wasn't
I
a third
could've-
verse. She was talking about a third verse. I was ready for Quan to clown it. I don't remember the
I
third
was doing
verse. I
other
listened to the whole song.
Oh, yeah.
well-
Cutright
It was a
says
long song, though. So
Cutright
it
said
was a
it's
long
only
song.
2 verses.
Oh, my bad.
Dang.
Well,
She must like the bridge.
Yeah, maybe it was a bridge. Yeah. Sorry, Cutright. He said it's only 2 verses, but yeah. So Cutright's verse in. That's where I came back in, and I didn't know if I came in a little bit.
the
but
third was the Son of Man.
There was an
The way
extra
she
person
read
in the
it as-
fire.
The way she read it as a question.
Who's
Person in the
son
fire.
of
Oh
man?
my god.
She said, the son of man.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. All right, what do you give it?
From a 4 from what I heard. That was solid. I love that.
Luke.
Yeah, I gave it a 4.
Oh, you gave it a 4. Oh, you went first.
You know first.
I'll
Everybody
critique
went
the
for
third verse.
How was the third verse? How was the Son of Man's verse?
Be careful how you talk about God.
If you want to donate, I put the donation link up top. We're going to have that every week, so don't feel like you have to donate anytime or ever, but we do appreciate anything because we are trying to improve what we're doing here and bring in a lot of artists into the studio in 2026 for Speak Life and for the 180 live in studio concerts and the 180 open mic sessions and stuff like that. So if you want to support, you can do that. And if you don't, then just keep liking and subscribing and all that stuff. We have 16 people watching live right now actively, and we have 7 people that have liked the video, thumbs up on the video. Please give us a like on the video. It helps with the algorithm. Shout out to G Blessed. He came to the studio for 5 minutes the other day to say hi.
Saw that.
So a lot of people come to Vegas, don't even come say hi to us, but he's out there right in Arizona right now. I keep forgetting that they moved to Arizona, so
It's
he's
hot.
going to come out for a 180
Oh, word.
soon because he's
Let's
not that
go.
far. So we're going to have an old school 180 feel, I think, maybe for January or February.
Need to bring Damage Crew in.
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
I'll rap
Can
for
you
that.
bring the
I'll
whole
rap
crew?
Yeah, let me see. Let me see
Sweet.
what's up. Oh,
We'll get him
what's
saved
up?
again.
You rap.
You didn't know he rapped?
Oh my god!
Oh gosh! Every week she finds out something new about Kels.
Every week.
Well, you.
My
submit a song
Bandcamp
or
is still in my bio on Instagram. Like, what are we talking about?
Wait. I need to check something. Do you follow him on Instagram?
Yes, she better. Yo. Oh, she better. She's tagged me and stuff. She better
Wait,
follow me.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check to see if Dizzy Liv is following all of us. She might not even be following all of us. She might just be in the group chat with
No,
us.
Facts.
I follow. You know what? Josiah actually didn't follow me. He recently followed me.
He
back.
takes a long time to follow people back.
I do. There's so many people. Like
He's so popular.
No, it's just so there's so much stuff. Like I do social media for my job, and having to go through, like I'll sit down and have to go through every single notification for 3 different pages.
Oh.
Like I'm just I
All right, Dizzy Liv follows Joe Seif, Gorilla Cross Studio, Luke DiMarzio, Kels, Quan 59, Avery Harden, Zone 3. That would have been funny if you weren't on there. The homie Triple. What's up, Triple? Triple's
crazy.
always getting in trouble downtown.
She looked me in my eyes and said, "No, you rap for real?" As if we don't discuss this every time we're here.
oh my god,
I never heard
it
your
is
music.
comedy.
That's crazy. Cut the cameras. We have a rap battle right
Okay.
now.
Bro, so
Cameras, we rap
so
battle.
hey, hold on. Back to that song. Cutright was saying that the hook is AI. I actually thought it sounded like a Suno song, but I was giving him the benefit of the
I
doubt.
hate it now. 2.5. I don't like AI at all.
I seriously, no joke, in the back of my mind, I was like, this sounds like a Suno song, but like I was giving him the benefit of the doubt because he does so much great music.
That was actually when I was going to ask who was on the hook, but now that's AI. I mean,
So you're not even that dope. You had to use AI to be dope. So
Just-
our favorite
no,
part of the
it's
song was
to
AI.
write the lyrics, though, right?
Crack
He
it
wrote
up.
the lyrics. It just made a melody. Yeah.
He just couldn't sing it.
See, so this is
it makes me
something
feel
new.
icky,
This
yeah.
is something new on the music reviews that we're gonna have to be dealing with for the rest of our lives if we
Yeah.
keep doing music reviews. A lot
She
more
doesn't
people are
follow
starting
me.
to use AI. A lot more people are starting to use AI. That's going to be an issue for me, and I'm going to sound like an old head when AI comes out, but I'm just not a fan of it. I think it's a very cheap way to do art. I think it's going to take the technology's getting better to where you can input anything and just have a whole AI song. Whew.
Yeah, I think that I think
2.5 cut, right? You shouldn't have told us.
Yeah, I would drop it now. But I think that if you're using AI to create something like a new concept, that is whack. That is so whack. But if you got, like for me, I got notes that I take all day, or I'm like reading a book and I like to organize my notes. I put it into
That's
ChatGPT. It
different.
makes a
That's-
slideshow of what I just read.
That's a tool.
Dope.
That's
yeah,
be-
you're
that's
using it
being
as
a
a tool. It's already taking something that's already created and organizing it for you. You could do that with any other thing.
And
that's
we've
not
talked
AI.
about this a little bit on other shows. We'll talk about it more in depth soon, but there's going to be a whole generation of artists in the next 20 years that only make AI music.
Yeah.
They're already getting
There already
signed.
are.
They're already
Yeah.
doing
Like,
it.
it's
They already are.
crazy.
There was someone in here on Fifth Element Hip Hop. She had a whole AI video. I'm like, that doesn't look like you.
Yeah.
And you're pretty in real life. Like, just be who you
Wow.
are.
Yeah.
And she looked a little, she went from a 5. Never mind.
Yeah.
Just
From a 5 to
AI
a 3, you said it.
to a 10.
Yeah. Oh.
Using it as a tool is one thing. Making it create things for you is another thing. So that's where I get icky.
Honestly,
I can
sorry.
open a whole can of worms right now, man. Like, so I get that, like, we don't like the idea of AI doing something. It is a tool, but I'm still willing to die on the mountain of, if you use Serato, you're not a real DJ because you're not actually picking up platters and putting them on the record. And some people are like, no, I'm a really dope DJ. Watch what I could do with just Serato. You know what I'm saying? Or like, or whatever.
It's
whatever.
still an art form. Like, you're still using something to create, but it's also with AI. You really don't have to do anything.
You don't
tell
do
it what to
anything.
do and it does it.
Yeah. Hey, I need a country song that's about Souls of Mischief. And then they could make like a 3-minute country song. And it sounds real. That's whack though.
to me, it sounds like he used it as a tool. He said he still had to train it. He wrote the lyrics. He just had it sing it to me. But if you are gonna release it, probably get a human to sing it just to make it
just
better.
retrack it with a human.
Yeah.
I'll sing it for you, Cut Right.
They're cooking him in the comments. The Cut Right. It's
They
all right,
are.
bro.
Hey, if I were you, I would take advantage of that. Luke said he'd sing it for you. Take advantage of that now.
No, facts.
Yeah, for real.
See, don't feel bad. I haven't heard Luke sing.
Yeah, but you
But
ain't
you know
question
he
if he can.
sings.
You didn't be like, can Luke sing?
Wait, do you sing?
Do you actually sing? When they said Luke play the guitar, you're like, you really play guitar? You didn't do that.
Did you know that? Did you know that I used to rap?
It sounds familiar.
Did you know Joe Seif used to rap?
No, but I know
We
you
were
used to
just talking about it
DJ.
today.
He's got
I know
his
he
album
DJs,
right
so.
here.
She thinks we're
Oh,
a
that's
joke,
true.
y'all.
Wow.
You remember when we were
She
freestyling
thinks she's the
and
only
she would-
rapper
and she
in here.
wouldn't? Remember when we were freestyling and she wouldn't?
These guys have a hip hop show and I'm the only rapper.
How come I'm the only artist?
Do you
Oh,
know
wait,
when,
no,
I,
you
when,
bring-
do you know
you
when I
bring-
wrote my first rap?
No, I don't.
1993.
Wow.
Yes.
You bring up a
Go
good
ahead.
point. You bring up a good point. So, because there's probably a lot of people, and I'm not saying that this is what you think, but like, it's a segue. Did you really think, and I'm not knocking, did you really think that we were non-artists that were just critiquing artists?
Okay, well, now that you said that, I'm replaying like conversations in my head. I do remember y'all saying you guys used to make music, so you're valid.
just them.
But
This is
but what I'm
no, we're just.
but what I'm
they're
saying,
valid.
But
We don't have to. She's good. She's got it. She understands.
I'm no. What I'm saying is because I feel like there's a
We're
lot
sorry,
of
Dizzy.
no. I bring it up because of
I'm
this.
not.
You can be
I
so
have a
comfortable
feeling
around
that
this
there's a
soon, though.
lot of people out there
no,
that
I
think that who are these guys?
Right.
Like,
to talk about, yeah.
yeah,
That's true.
and that's not what I'm doing because I like this is all everything that when we critique and grade or whatever, it's just one person's opinion. It's one person's opinion. It's like a sports announcer, and I'm not comparing this, but like I'm using the analogy of a sports announcer who used to play and now they're announcing the game.
Right.
Like that's what it is. But for anybody that thinks that I'm just some random guy who's just judging people's music, no, like it's the
You've
same
been in
thing
the
with
studio,
with
you've made
video,
music,
it's the same
you've
thing
been
with
on
pictures,
stage,
it's the same
been
thing with
around it.
DJing
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Yeah. So like I only bring it up because I hope that there's not a lot of people that watch that think like this guy is just some dude who just gives his
Yeah.
opinions.
Right.
That's not me. Like that,
I'm
no.
gonna do my research. Look, I'm gonna come back next week and I'm gonna have
We're
a biography.
battling after the show's over. We're rap battling after the show's over.
is
We're
hilarious.
going
But
bar
do you
for
even
bar.
have anything online for her to check out?
Yeah, that's why I got mad. My Bandcamp is still in my bio. She follows me on Instagram. My Bandcamp is still. I never took it down.
Wow.
Okay, but
There's
he's always
mixtapes,
trying to use-
albums.
just like he was like, my Instagram name says Cope does damage. And I knew his name was Kels. I was like, whoa, who's Cope?
No, you forgot.
it is a little-
you forgot.
It is a little
Cope and
confusing.
Kels.
It is a little confusing.
Yeah, you forgot both.
You forgot
G Bless
Cope
said
and
last post standing on this stage tonight, not in the stage. You don't really go in a stage unless you fall. But yeah, that was my.
Nah, the remedy is by hands down by
I don't even know
far.
where that's at.
The remedy is it. Everybody ask for the remedy. Ask Quan to find that.
I also will say to
I only had
Josiah's
one verse
point,
of that.
some of the best coaches have never touched the ball. So I think that hopefully these artists that are submitting music,
Especially WNBA coaches.
that's
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's fast
hashtag
forward this
cancel
moment right
Quan.
now.
Cancel.
hashtag
fast-
cancel Quan.
Fast forward.
But I hope people submitting music, they can think about the fact that these are different perspectives, right? Like it's not all just personal
Yeah.
opinion too, it's different perspective. We've all at least listened to music. The comments are going crazy. We've all at least listened to music and we all have different perspectives on what we appreciate about music. So it's good to get feedback from people, even if you didn't know we were artists.
Yeah.
But we are.
Yeah, or we have been,
Have
or
been.
we've been involved in. Well, we've all made music and recorded, right? Everybody around this.
So you write you write music?
I write music, yes.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
used to
I'm-
rap.
She thought you just covered.
I used to rap,
Hillsong.
and then me rapping got it to where I got connected to curating playlists for websites and writing articles.
Now
and
GorillaCross.com.
So now I reached out to Gorilla Cross whenever I was in that phase, and he gave me the cold shoulder. So
If I created a new
Sounds
website,
about
would you get on it?
sure, yeah.
Okay. You're making a lot of promises.
He is. He's
today.
committing to a lot of
He's
things.
about to have
He's
a
overcommitted
somebody.
tonight.
We got receipts
He's about to
recorded,
get.
bro.
He's about to get on the.
I'm bringing my
verse
guitar
cut, right?
next week.
He's doing a guitar next week. Just for
and so
Lydia.
I'm more like I write worship tunes now.
Okay.
Not that I couldn't write a rap anymore. It's just not been in my bag lately. So yeah.
It's like that's light work compared to what I do.
I'm a real artist, not a rapper.
But if you did look me up on like Spotify, my rap album's on there.
Oh, okay. I've got some research to do.
She's gonna come back next
no,
week.
you gonna
A
know
whole
after
bunch of
this
new
battle.
music.
Like,
Oh, you guys gonna battle next week?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
No,
You guys,
I'm not
you
battle.
guys are gonna battle next week.
Yeah.
No,
always
I'm not
with it.
agreeing to that.
I'm not going. We just gonna go bar for bar. I'm not gonna write a diss track about
So it's
you,
a
Diz.
we're gonna do a verses.
Yeah, yeah,
Versus.
yeah. We
So
just going
bring
bar for
3
bar.
tracks each.
Okay.
Okay.
3 tracks each. And
Say
we'll do a
less.
verses next week. Kels and Dizzy Live verses.
less.
No.
Let's go.
Well, I'm ready. I'm ready. All right, we got another submission. This is Lazar with Push.
Let's go, Lazar.
Let me turn this off. I need more. I need a bigger board. All right.
Man, crucify you on your own existence, brother. Pick your hill to die on for friends, lover. You are the work worth dying for, a child.
I think it's a spoken
Dear
word.
friends, push. In the times and age of suffering and struggle, push. Of embracing life's pain and enduring this living struggle, push. Blessings to you all. Elders say push. Grieving may be as goes, unbelievable. This isn't real. I don't believe this. Why is this happening? Push. Outrage, seeing red, going off the deep end. I'll show you. Push. How about a tit for tat, a zero-sum game? Push. Desolation. I don't want to do this anymore. Sinking, shaking, falling down. Step 1, ask God why. Like, why me? Step 2, tell God how you really feel. Really, really feel. May involve tears, screaming, maybe breaking some shit. Step 3, bargain like, God, I'll be your man if you take away the pain. Step 4, the loneliness, pain, and agony. When they don't get it, you explain and pour out all you have, and it's never enough. Step 5, realize you are here. You are still here. Hashtag disclaimer, when taking responsibility isn't enough, when taking responsibility for another isn't working, may have side effects. Side effects include cold sweats in the middle of the night, doing so much for others you forget to take care of you, being broke, forgetting to eat, inability to make decisions, crazy calls from family and friends who forget you were in the hospital, looking strong when you feel weak, confusion. So even now, push. A good struggle may be all you can give this world. So in the final stage of grief, accept with humility the small call God has given you, knowing that without Him, words and actions are meaningless. So brace yourself like a man and cry out for help. Our sorrow may last nights, but joy comes in the morning. Our best turns to ashes, but beauty rises. Our spirits may be heavy, but oil of gladness brings joy. And live embracing suffering and enduring struggle for God as you can. So, push.
Whoa, that ended random. Like fast. All right, Push, Joe Seif, I'm going to let you go first. It's a spoken word. He said in the comments it's a spoken word. And Cutright said, I need to play this when I'm backed up. I don't know what he means.
So again, like, I really like spoken word stuff. I love spoken word tracks. They're dope. I feel like there's certain things that could have been done on this track. So whenever you're doing a spoken word track, do not be afraid to punch. Everything should, like, when you're doing a spoken word, it should flow naturally. And I feel like it just wasn't mixed right. Am I wrong in saying that? Like, I feel like sometimes his vocals got drowned out.
The beat was just like an epic beat that I'm not sure where he found it. It's just like a movie style beat. Yeah. So when you're doing that,
it's got to match
with strings and stuff like that going up so much, and it's like a build. his vocals weren't
gotta get
building
louder.
with the beat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, that's my critique. Like there was a couple of times where I can hear you stopped and you were breathing. When you're doing spoken word, like tracked, I feel like it should all just sound fluid. Like it was just one continuous without me hearing your breaths. Because when you're rapping, you want to hear that breath. Da-da-da-da-da. Like you want to hear that. When you're speaking with somebody, like I feel like that's where you can be as polished as you want. I feel like the cinematic track didn't back the push. I understand what you were saying, like push. It's like you're trying to encourage. You want the music to match your encouragement. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I'm a fan of anything spoken word. I think we talked about it last week. I don't want to sound bad when I say this. You want to be you want to get into a persona when you're doing spoken word. So you want to be live and inflect like your vocals at certain parts of your poetry, of your stanza. You want it to sound like animated. So not a lot of people are doing spoken word. So based off that strength alone, I'm still going to give you I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. Because not a lot of people are doing it. I feel like it's a lost art form.
All right. Did he cuss?
He did.
He did.
I don't think you need to cuss. Like you didn't need to cuss. That threw me off guard a little bit. I get it, but it reminds me of a pastor that thinks when he cusses, like, okay, I'm making my point. Like it doesn't do anything different, but just makes some people mad. So you didn't need to do that. Overall, spoken word is cool. I like spoken word if it's done right. This was more, it wasn't spoken word the way I like spoken word.
Right.
This is more of like I said, it was on like an epic movie type beat. It's more of, I can't remember, there was a motivational speaker that would do stuff over instrumentals and stuff like that. And now a lot of people kind of do that, but it reminded me more of something like that. We know what push means in the Christian, language. So I know that's what he was getting at. I don't know if he explained that in the song. I don't know if he needs to, if he's only aiming it to Christian people. So I kind of get it. It was cool. It sounded good. Like you said with the mix, he had to just vocally get more amped as the beat was, going up a little bit. It's not something I would listen to again. So I can't give it like a high rating. So I'm gonna give it a 2.9. Because it's just not my style, but I think if people like that, then they're gonna like it because it was good what he was saying. But I would take the cuss word out. I don't know the motivation behind putting that in there and needing that in there. It didn't make a lot of sense to me, but that's my opinion. Dizzy, what's your opinion?
If I'm not mistaken, he sent another spoken word before. Okay, so I would say this one was better than that one. The beat wasn't as distracting, but like Joe said, I think that he didn't match the beat. His vibe, like he wasn't like inflecting his voice and pulling up and down like how the beat was doing it. So that was throwing me off. Like when the beat was building up, he should have been building up with it. I don't know if he wrote this spoken word to the beat. If he didn't, I feel like he needs to do that next time so that way he can match it. Or even if he didn't write it to it, he can always just make his voice fit the track that he's using. But I do like what he was talking about. Like you said, I don't think the cuss word was very needed. It was kind of like a shock, like, what was that about, But I do like what he was saying. But yeah, I just think he's figuring it out. And he just got to work on it more. He's got the lyricism for it. So I would give it like a 3.3.
All right, Kills.
So taking it for what it is, which is spoken word, I think that I enjoyed it. My only feedback is I don't think spoken word has to be like a certain cadence. So for me, like there's points in the time where even though that simple beat was playing in the background, you could have played with the cadence and how you said stuff, sped up, slowed down, just to kind of give us a little bit more and keep our attention. But for what it is, like I get the whole concept, I get the push, I get the motivation behind it, and it was dope to listen to. Like Quan said, if I wanted to hype up my day, I don't think I would pick that to go listen to again to start my day. So just make it more appeasing for the ears by, you know, I mean, bringing some variety into it, even though still getting your point across. So that's kind of where I'm at. I think that it was dope, and I think that you're a great spoken word artist. I think I like you as a rapper better because your cadence and flow on beats feels better. It sounds better with a drum behind it, with some, you know, cymbals and everything else behind it. So yeah. As just spoken word, I think a 3 is where I'm at. It was solid. It was cool.
And I think maybe a different instrumental would have brought it to life more, maybe.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to make the instrumental like
He
epic
said he said the
itself.
instrumental was made for the track after he wrote it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely, it gave
After
that vibe
he wrote
too.
it.
After he wrote it.
What about after recording it?
Right. Because someone in the comments said sound like he was reading it, but no emotion or energy. And that's what it is. If it sounds like he doesn't remember the lyrics or the words, like he needs to put more emotion behind it. And if you're just reading it into the mic, you're not going to give that that energy that it needs.
Okay. Luke, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm not going to say much that hasn't been said. Here's my notes. I said there were some concepts that took me out of the moment. Need to add emotion. Probably need to learn it better. I think that if you memorize what you're going to do, like you're going to go perform it, and then you just walk into the studio and you perform it, it's automatically going to be a better performance on the track than if you're just reading it off of. And some people can do that. Some people can just write and then go and they know how they're going to perform it right away. But especially if you're a little more green to this, maybe you just got to memorize it and memorize how you're going to do it and deliver it and then go do that in the studio. Yeah, and I agreed with Kels. It needs to change the tempo a little bit on your cadence. You could slow up, you could speed down or speed up, slow down, whatever.
Both.
Add dynamic. I think that if you get louder in certain spots, more peaks and valleys to how you're delivering, that's another thing that could be in your bag. And I think that one thing that helped me, so I've done a lot of spoken word, and one thing that helps me is having a musician near me while I'm doing that. Having someone that looks at things in musical ways while I'm trying to do this thing that's very like percussive. They might have some feedback on how I could feel more musical in it. Like even if you just had like a guitar player play something and you're trying to say what you're saying alongside of like a melodic guitar line, that might be a good exercise for you to like change up how you approach these songs so it gets out of like the mundane delivery that we're all feeling. Because I feel like your concepts are there, like you have heart behind what you're saying, your message is very clear. We just want you to like, we just want it to pop, you know?
It needs more motivational, not so much low emotions.
Right. So I would give it a 2.5.
Okay.
I know we got to jump into the last song, but everything he just said reminded me of something. Huh?
We got 2 more. I just said we have 2
2 more. Okay, cool. It's my fault. But everything he just said reminded me of something. I'll never forget as an artist, I used to rap a cappella a lot. I used to love rapping a cappella, and people used to be like, oh man, your pen's so crazy. And then I had an artist, Icy Jones, actually told me, he was like, man, for some reason it doesn't hit the same on your music, like in your songs. And for me, I think you need to do the opposite of me. For me, I needed to, everything that I practiced when I was rapping a cappella, I needed to get in the booth and practice it on a beat. And it really helped like develop me and how I deliver stuff. I think you're the opposite. I think you need to practice a cappella, how you want to say things and playing with your voice, and then do it like that over a beat. So it just helped me become a better artist and a more dynamic artist. And I think that you might be in the same boat with me as far as like needing that little bit of practice to hear yourself in different ways so that you could deliver it in different ways.
You rap?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay. We have another song. How come no one's making videos anymore? What's going on? We don't get any video submissions hardly ever. I'm telling you, in 2026, we're only doing videos, so you guys better start making videos. Anyways, this is Voices by our man Zone 3. I think this is this exclusive, Zone? I think it just hasn't even come out yet. I think it comes out on Friday. Featuring M. Cray and Beautiful Monsters right here, Speak Life.
Oh, this is going to be dope.
M. Cray. Okay, let's go.
Is that Lecrae's little brother?
No, you'll know why I said let's go. That's crazy. This is gonna be awesome.
Is it M Crazy?
Love a good sample.
Comes out Friday.
These voices in my head got me so close to the edge. These voices in my head, they don't wanna see me rise, they don't want me blessed. I don't care what they say, I ain't never been built like the rest. Crazy, yeah, maybe, but God chose me, I'm next.
Yeah, I strike them down. Them evil thoughts that's all up in my brain don't make a sound. I'm in my secret place so I can pray. I turn around and walk away from games I used to play. Ready make way for the King of Kings. Let go of the things that us all astray. And instead I need to medic embedded the word of God. And my melody prophetic energetic, never edit. God said it, gotta get it, then I let it get it in. Feeding in my family, then forgetting in my sins. Soak it up like a sponge on the run for the one. Not a gun that I got for the blood of the sun. Look above, looking up, going over the bump. Reap our soul, never gonna be done. Suicide, leaving a letter, then why die? So I can be stable and steady in my mind. Strive to survive as I dive in the Christ in the life that was given through the sacrifice. I'm with the sword and we praising the Lord. Can afford to go back to my death for good mortars. We gotta decrease so that he can increase. And he beating the sin in me won't be defeated. I walk with my feet in the spirit, he feeding me, leading me away from the things that was eating me. Full of his love and abundance, exceedingly knowing now God is not gonna be leaving me. The devil gotta flee in the name of Christ, and it's immediate. Never gonna deviate from the path that Christ God he put me on.
These voices in my head got me so close to the edge. These voices in my head, they don't wanna see me rise, they don't want me blessed. I don't care what they say, I ain't never been built like the rest. Crazy, yeah, maybe, but God chose me, I'm next.
Get up on your knees and pray to T.O. double D and double C. Get up on these beats and spit 16 like M16s to get these teens to switch their dreams from empty schemes and wicked things to Christian things and pray that he don't overthink. I better get up in the middle with the rhythm and go deep, cause the people up in the area only want the remedy with the medicine that I be giving up in the song. Take a second to truly get on my level when I'm dealing with the rebel and the people that's doing it so wrong. How many people really want to get in the middle of the city and get the reverend the one true God? Making them go pick up the book, never take it off my foot from the devil's neck, it's there for good. I can take it with to an amazing grace, not by sight, gotta walk by faith. When you're dealing with the struggle in the middle of your body, gotta tell the devil not today. Cause you're dealing with the Bible calling the Messiah, ain't nobody gonna step in front of God's plan. When you're dealing with the enemy, you better go and tell him stop tripping, cause you're really in the Lord's hand. He was thinking about the way that you would come about the drum away before you was a baby in the playpen. Take 10, take a breath, don't be tripping off the wicked when you knowing that you ain't gonna amen. God's word to get mouth, speak it out, no doubt. Take advantage of the weapon that he gave you. Ain't nobody gonna planet that be greater than the Alpha and Omega, so call on the Savior.
These voices in my head got me so close to the edge. These voices in my head, they don't wanna see me rise, they don't want me blessed. I don't care what they say, I ain't never been built like the rest. Crazy, yeah, maybe, but God chose me, I'm next.
I like the song a lot. The only critique I have is M. Cray. His verse was definitely recorded on a way worse mic. When his verse came in, it just didn't sound as good as the hook and Zone's verse. And when you do, I mean, the mix was so good on everything else. And then when his came in, it just sounded like it was lower quality than everything else. But dude was spitting like crazy. And they kind of did the same thing where they flipped it around the same time on the track, both verses, which I thought was really dope. To follow along like that, and the fact that they could both spit like that, you don't get a lot of artists that do that, because sometimes, like, if Kels can do that, I might try to compete with that, but I don't do it as good, and that kind of knocks it off for me. But overall, I'm gonna give it a 3.9 just because that verse was not mixed, or not even mixed. It was not recorded with the same quality. So that's the only reason it's not like a 4 or 4.5. But the beat's dope. The hook's really dope. I like it a lot. But 3.9 for me, Kels.
Yeah. I love that you made the reference to the fast rappers. It's like getting like Tech 9 and Twista on the track together, you know. Yeah, no, it was dope. I always tell you this, Zone, like you always level up every time I hear you rap, and I feel like you're taking the critiques and putting it into, you know, like really your artistry, and it's so dope because I think last time I critiqued a song from you, I was like, hey, I love the fast flow, but I need a little bit different in there. I need a little bit cadence jump.
Yeah,
I need you to slow down, speed up, and you did that this time. So kudos to you, bro. You was really, really rapping.
And the fact, he said in the comments we didn't even know what each other was writing.
Wow.
So that wasn't a planned thing. That's crazy. I thought that's a planned thing, like structure the song like this or whatever. It's wild.
Fire. Yeah, super dope. I will say that I'm a fan of Beautiful Monsters, but I don't know. I don't think I was a big fan of the hook in general. I think that it was just a little rah-y for me, and that's just not my preference. Yeah. It wasn't good or bad. It sounded good. It's just not something that I personally like. But I'm in there at like a 4.0. I think it was a great song. I think that it was put together well. Quan already called out the quality on M. Crae's verse, but like I thought that the two rap styles fit really well, and I think ultimately it was a good song across the board. Just not a personal fan of the hook, but it sounded great.
All right.
Yeah.
Luke.
4.
Yeah, so my dude Mitch Durrell, shout out Mitch Durrell, he did a series called Chop It Up a few years ago. He was putting rappers on that could twist and chop like that. And so I reached out to him the first time I heard M. Crae. I was like, you got to get M. Crae on the next Chop It Up. And then he stopped doing the Chop It Up things.
Oh.
And so this is really dope to hear M. Crae on a track with somebody I know. And so big props. I don't know. Dude's one of the fastest rappers I've ever heard. He's always doing stuff on his Instagram. He's very active on Instagram. He's really fun. But yeah, his mic quality definitely is a little just very grimy, independent, like
cheap.
Yeah, but I mean,
Get a better mic.
Dude really can spit. And it's one thing to spit that fast, but be able to enunciate like that.
Yes,
both of them were doing great. Like I didn't lose a word at all. It's very Twista, very Tech 9.
Yeah.
So it was dope. My one thing, I don't like the hook at all. Like, so it's one thing, the voice is cool. I love Beautiful Monsters, just the little grit they could throw in there. I didn't like the forced rhyme of, I don't remember what the second line was, but it didn't work. And so, yeah, I wasn't feeling that. I don't know. I think the pace of that hook is necessary because of how fast the verses go.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't like what they were saying. There was a forced rhyme in the middle there. I was like, it didn't really work. So I give it I
forgot what the hook was, to be honest.
I know it ends with
like I liked it
I'm next. Might be crazy, but God said I'm next or something like that. That part worked. It was whatever they say right before that I was like, It felt really forced.
Okay.
I don't know. That's all I got though.
Zone, did you write that hook?
It
or
was
did
crazy.
Let us know.
It was crazy. So yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I give it a 3.5.
All right, Dizzy.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce off of what you said about the hook. At first, I was like, I'm not really feeling this because it's just not my style, like the raw type of vibe. But then when you mentioned like it being off, I'm like, okay, that's probably why I don't really care for it. So I tried to just not judge it because of that. But I mean, that's just not really my style. I don't really care for it. But the verses were crazy. I personally didn't even know, like, I thought the verses were the same person. I didn't know it was two different.
Wow.
So I thought Zone 3 was on the hook, and then I thought that, what did you say his name?
M. Crae.
M. Crae. I thought he did both verses. So it was really dope. Like you said, I didn't lose a word. They enunciated everything. It was great. I just didn't really care for the hook, so I'll give it a 3.8.
Zone said Beautiful Monsters wrote the hook, but he loved it.
All right, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
If you gave it a 5, Zone, that's all that matters because we don't matter. No, it comes down to it. Joe Syfe.
There was a part in the production where I think they were trying to create a ghost kick, and to me it didn't work. Like, because I was able to notice it, and it sounded like a glitch in the bar loop. Because like, so there's ways to do ghost kicks, and then there's ways to do like where it sounds like a glitch. And I feel like if it was on purpose, it threw me off. Like I was like 4 bars into a verse when I was still thinking about that ghost kick. So it threw me off. There might be somebody that where their attention span might not, like they might just be like me, like I couldn't hear anything because I was thinking about how that was off. The hook was, I like the grit in the vocals. I really like it. I had no problem with the hook. The thing that I have a problem with is when anybody, it doesn't matter who it is, anybody that does I'm a you what to say, mama, what? Like I hate when people do that. Like I don't like hearing rhymes like that. But I love like you're laughing because you're automatically you're thinking of songs that do that.
Yeah,
It's true.
Even Cypress Hill used to do it. Like Send Dog, love Send Dog, but he would do like in the brain, insane in the brain. Like I've never liked that.
in the brain.
I've never liked that. So but Zone, I mean,
So don't do that, Dizzy. She's like, I got that in my new
She's
song.
like, that's on my new track. I just did that. Zone is like, remember, Quan, like this is just, I'm alienating everybody else. Remember when 4th John, and then he came back for Real Spit, and we were like, this is a different person. He just leveled up. That's how Zone is. Zone is always like, he gets better and better.
We've talked about it before.
better.
Ever since he connected with Beautiful Monsters,
like,
it helped.
Found
That
like,
production helped his lyrics.
Totally.
unbelievable. Like to be that technical, like I think it's dope for somebody to be that technical when they're rapping. And the fact that you got somebody on the track that can match you like that,
Yeah.
like it's a good match. I would like to hear like an EP of you two like that. That would be dope. Like I think it would be dope.
Him Cray and Zone 3, that would be crazy.
That would be a dope like.
Yeah.
Not an
Zone
album.
Cray.
Zone Cray.
Zone Cray.
I think that would be fresh. I'll give it a 3.8.
All right.
Just because I'm being really picky. No, I'll give it a 4. But I'm being very picky.
3.8.
I'm being very picky when I say that ghost kick threw me off.
All right. All right, next one we have Diesel E with Cypher with Myself.
I like Diesel.
Me too. Hopefully this is good.
It should be a video, right? Oh,
It's a lyric video.
Yeah.
Which I'd rather see that.
Yo, it's a smooth operator. You know what goes up, now come and ride the elevator. All praises due to my Lord and my Savior. Took $1 and a dream and a win and a prayer. Stop, wait a minute, I ain't flossing no diamonds. I got reasons for all my rhymes, man. It comes tenfold, but now I want it times 10. Quality of men, ain't no one just like him. Nice guys finish last. You know my stilo, I got a select circle of who I call my people. A strong-minded attitude and never feeble. And in case you ain't know, yeah, you rockin' with the Diesel.
Those ad-libs are
If you're
killing me.
pleased, and I'ma shred them like the cheese. And yeah, I used to smoke weed, I bring the evil to its knees. I'm riding with my G's, I don't wear skinny jeans. Yeah, I'm all about my cream, coming out of NYC. I keep my homies close and I love my women nasty. Feel the bass thumping as you riding in the backseat. I guess I'm doing good if you really gotta ask me. Blessed and stress-free, you know I'm living classy.
Need to find some better women, man.
Of abandonment issues. Cut the strings off that puppet, but that damage continues. Homie, do you know the Father? And the Phantom is in you, cause I'm confused as to why I just can't fathom the simple. Yeah, I'm scratching my head because I thought it was mature. And I gambled with some tainted dice, I thought that they were pure. The barcode's official and perceived to be insured. I be taking mad walks where my feet cannot endure. In the land of all the milk and honey, I only wanted fresh food when I'm feeling hungry. Clean water, please, cause the world is so ugly. And don't pollute my territory just for bigger money, cause I just want my bare necessities. And I could only reach what's there for me, and I could only bleed blood so sparingly. Now that is why I must move so carefully. Should I just quit and just stop wasting my talent? Or do I keep on striving at creating a balance? Man, I bet you never knew that I was making a ballad, because any satisfaction will be facing a challenge. And these are cold facts for the hot-tempered soldiers. Nowhere to turn because I ran out of shoulders. It's windy outside, man, the nights are getting colder over and over. As the days grow older, it's 99 problems, medication is one. No significant other, self-stimulation is fun. Time can easily change if I'm embracing the drugs. So if there's an opportunity, I'll take it and run. And there is no beauty in the eye of the beheaded. I'm rolling with a grudge, still focus on incentives. Pack up my bags and then I hope to forget it. No structure and no struggle and no chance to regret it. Cause everybody always got something to say. And sometimes I just feel like I'm such a disgrace. I be hating on my life, but I'ma love it
it today. But until then, I just feel like running away. So, do you see life how I see life? It ain't the prettiest in sight, but I still see the light. I got my shades on to ride out for the night. Now stay away from me, cause you live in trife. Rock out to your peripherals, I'ma keep a literal. Race to be a liberal, y'all just speak subliminal. That drama is pitiful, keep it to a minimal. I got my own visuals, cause y'all be thinking cynical. I'm not with your riff-raff or your side stories. You try and ignore me, that gossip is hella corny. Control my state of mind, y'all need to stay in line. Who's facing time? Y'all trying to change my grind? Nah, never that. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I advise all the young bloods just to remember that I'm a grown up and I don't care what you throw up. And if you about to blow up, I'ma be like, so what, man? I'm on a budget. I can't afford to pay attention. Too expensive to share the same perception. I don't mix business and pleasure with deception. My view is 2020. I hope you get the message. Prepare to be deceased by some venereal disease. Apparently it's beef without the carrots and the peas. Yeah, I'm scary in the streets because I'm careless and unique. And the bears from the east, I be bearing all my teeth. Numb braining off top of yo, his pants raise a creep. Sun blazing on the block and then he's staring at the beast. Unchained and unlocked, so unfair so to speak. I got the game on lock without a pair of missing keys. Monopolize and monetize everything that's modernized and document the dotted line. Seal the deal with dollar signs. Character in the capital, keeping the coonery and the colonized. Cops are killing color kids, crazy like it's Columbine. Blood spilling for the greed. Kinda silly, I believe that everybody's injected with illness and disease. Temperature rise in Fahrenheit in degrees. Whatever reprises, shall I fight for my needs? My tax dollars going to a chokehold and some pepper spray. My black scholars dying cause police take our breath away. I crack harder on the ground cause I can never get away. And I can't bother with distractions, I'ma spend it anyway. And I can't stand people who keep playing me too close. A bunch of yes men, always saying that it's dope. How you balling on the budget with your payments and your quotes? And you saying I'm your homie, but you never paid when I was broke.
Oh man, Diesel, are you in the chat?
Yeah, he's in the chat.
Tell me that was live, man. Tell me that was live, that the DJ did that live.
Probably not.
No.
It took me a while to understand
What
the
he was
concept
doing?
of the song, what
Yeah.
he was doing. He's basically going back and forth with himself, having a cipher with himself. So he's basically going back and forth. So it was very creative, very well put together. I'm glad it was a lyric video to be able to read the lyrics because I think that helped me follow along in what he was doing and saying and how he was saying it. So for the creativity aspect, I do give him mad props on that. At first I didn't know what he was talking about. I'm like, you like nasty women? Like, what, bro? But I'm like, find some better ones. That's why you're having a cipher with yourself. But overall, man, like, I think it was a really dope song and concept, the way he did it. So I'm gonna give it a 4.2. I'm gonna give it a 4.2. I understood it halfway through. When the beat changed up a little bit, and it wasn't drastic, and I think that's what actually made it more creative. He didn't try to do like a totally different voice. He just had a different feel in the voice. It wasn't like, oh, let me do a demon voice, and do like a typical thing. Yeah, so for that, I'm gonna give it a 4.2. 100 bars, 11 beats. Okay. That was sick, man. Joe Syfe.
So he said, like, I'm seeing a yes in the comments. So like, if the DJ really did that live, so like,
he said, yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I thought that was for the DJ. So like, I'm a DJ through and through. So whenever I hear people juggling and blending and putting things together and actually making the beat through a scratch, I focus on that. It's a lost talent. So I wasn't just watching the delivery and the lyrics. I was paying attention to how the DJ was mixing the tracks, right? And then when he's going back and forth, and he said it's like 100 bars and 11 beats. It's dope. I feel like, because I haven't seen somebody do that since like the early 2000s. I haven't seen somebody do that. But in 2025, everybody has a short attention span. We want at 2 minutes, like, we'll start checking out. So all the content has to be there.
Yeah.
I'm one of those select guys that, like, I'll listen to anything. You know what I'm saying? I'll give everything a chance. Especially when it comes to the DJing, I give love, even when like some of the rap is like whatever. I really like Diesel. Diesel can rap, dude. He's dope. I feel like there was a certain spots where if you didn't record this live, you need to lock in, man. Like you got to lock in. You got to get a little bit tighter, because even if the bar isn't there, as long as you're locked in, you can have a subpar bar and people will still be like, that's dope, he rode. You know what I'm saying? So like you can't give on both. You got to, if you're going to like stay locked in here. And I feel like you were kind of like, right, like you relaxed on both levels. So I would just say lock in. I like the idea. I like the thought behind the concept of the track. I would say just lock in on the delivery and shout out to the DJ. I'm not sure if the DJ, like, say who the DJ was, because it's dope. So I'll give it a 3.8. I'll give it a 3.8 because I feel like my attention span, like, I know other people are probably checking out. So if I'm starting to like check out because of it, I know other people are.
Yep. Dizzy.
I would say at first I was confused at why the beat was changing so much, but then when you guys mentioned the cypher with myself or whatever, then it made me almost, how do I say this? I feel like he missed his mark. He needed to change his flow way more, considering it was supposed to be a cypher with himself. It was too many times the beat was changing and his bars, it was almost off beat a little bit, then it got back in. Like, I don't know. I really, really like the concept. I think he could have delivered it better. I like how the beats were changing up, but I just don't like that he kept the flow majority of the, like, I kind of like 3, maybe 4 different flow changes, and that wasn't enough for 11 beats, in my opinion. Like you said, you could have a subpar bar, but how you deliver it could make it better. And I just felt like the delivery, in my opinion, wasn't there all the way. But I give him a lot of props for the creativity. If you do a part 2, man, take time to really write and flow different on each beat. I think that would make that 10 times better. So I would give it a 3.8.
And I do think if it's change up the beats a little more drastically.
Yeah.
Too, if you're doing that.
Because some of the, like how you said, like the bass beat was kind of the same, but how he changed it up, it wasn't too drastic. Yeah. But it just, some of them didn't mesh well together. So I think you should do that again. Do like a part 2, and I really think you can deliver that because a lot better.
Yeah. All right, Kales.
Yeah, I know you're falling asleep, Diesel, so I'm gonna be quick about it. I think that I'm a little bit on the opposite side. I feel like I can listen to 100 bars, but I want to hear some like dope lyrics, and I feel like the lyrics themselves were more like not superficial, but they were more like straight to the point, where it was more of a syllable kind of rhyme scheme. I didn't hear any lyrics that made me be like, oh, that was dope. Oh, that was tight. It kind of felt Dr. Seussy, you know what I mean? It was like the lyrics, the syllables were there, but you weren't saying anything that really grabbed my attention. So for 100 bars, that was a little bit like underwhelming for me. I've heard different stuff from you, and I've heard you actually drop lyrics in a way that I've been like, oh, that's tight. But personally, I feel like it was very like, play with time, on the grind, now it's fine, instead of, really delivering something. The other thing is I think you got lost in the beat switches. Yes, you have to switch your flow. Yes, it's hard in rhythm like that. So some kind of way you could have DJ scratched and then switched up the whole flow with the new beat, something, so it didn't sound like you fell off or got lost in the beat. But yeah, that was my only 2 critiques. But for me, that made the whole song kind of hard to listen to. So I think I'm just on the lower side. I'm at like a 2.8, maybe a 3, just because 100 bars was hard to listen to with all those different beats and feeling like you was trying to jump on all of them in the moment.
Luke.
Yeah, I'll echo what everybody else is saying, man. If you think about this, like, there's a reason why the 5 fingers of death is a really hard thing for rappers to do.
Yes.
And he just tried to do 11 fingers of death, and stay with the same flow pretty much the whole time. Like, yeah. Are we cutting out? What happened with the feed?
I don't know.
I'm frozen.
Your camera froze.
Oh. That's fun.
Just keep talking.
Yeah, just pretend like I'm doing something really interesting while I'm talking here.
It could have been a worse face though. You didn't make a terrible face.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So that's what, like, if you just put it in perspective, like if you think of the best guys who could do the 5 fingers of death, I don't even know if anybody knows what that is, but it's like
King Los.
Yeah, there we go. King Los is my favorite 5 fingers of death for sure.
I know I'm messing with you, Luke.
But some people go on there and they have the pre-writtens and they still don't know what beat's coming, and so then they're fighting with changing their cadence to match the beat. And I felt like with you knew what beats were coming, and you had an opportunity to know, hey, I need to change this for the beat, and you forsook that for what we're saying was important. So I'll go with what Dodo said, and like you gotta like lock into the beat no matter what you're saying. And what you're saying was dope. I like some of the rhymes there. Honestly, early on, I felt like your flow was a little dated. This is my first time ever hearing Diesel E, and so this is my first impression. I felt like right away, I was like, oh, his flow's a little dated, but I'll listen. And then by the end, I was like, okay, he's got some range a little bit. Yeah. But I just think that you could show off more in your bag if you're able to switch up some stuff. Some other notes that I had. And I think the phasing in and out, the changing of the phasing on the beat was probably whenever you're switching from personality to personality. But I didn't like that. I also didn't like the ad libs. I think we commented on it early on.
Yeah.
But like the thing about an ad lib, like it should be ad lib, and it felt like just copy and paste the same ad libs over and over again. Yeah. So it got really
and we've mentioned it
out.
So many times on here. Like ad libs are only necessary if they're necessary. Right. Don't just do them because
Just
you think
to
you
do
need
'em.
ad libs.
Exactly.
Because then it just sounds like clutter. Yeah, come on. Come on.
A lot
yeah.
of my songs don't have ad libs.
You don't need them.
Like,
You don't need
I
them.
don't.
Unless they're necessary. That's the
Right.
only time. But don't don't just do an ad lib track to do it.
So yeah, I give it like a 2.75.
Wow, so specific. All right, that's who do you guys think won tonight then? Out of all of them,
Oh well, we changed all our votes because of Cutright's AI. It was Cutright at first.
Yeah,
and then it was AI.
I think it goes his zone.
Oh no, that
Zone.
Yeah, Zone.
Zone.
Yeah,
Zone
that
probably
was
won.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We
There we
donated.
go.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
January. Wait till January.
$10 Tuesday.
My bank said, "How about you not donate yet?" But yeah, if we get donations, we'll give it to people. Yeah,
What do you give away? $10?
yeah.
$10 Tuesday.
$10 Tuesday.
I got this one. Give
You
it
got
to Zone.
$10
I got
Tuesday?
$10 for Zone.
Oh, Zone.
Yeah.
Hook him
I
up
got
with your
$10 for
Cash
Zone.
App, and Kels got you.
Yeah.
All right.
Dope.
I can't just send it to you. I'm gonna send it to the
No,
Gorilla
'cause
Cross
then-
Cash App.
No, because then I'll keep it.
Hey,
Diabolical.
did you ever see Shia on 5?
Shia LaBeouf, yeah,
Bro.
yeah, he went
snapped.
crazy. The
snapped.
5 fingers of death,
He
yeah.
can rap.
So here's the
can.
thing. There's one line that he said. He said, "I treat these ladies fair, like why am I drawing a blank on the dude's name? Like Henry Higgins." And that went over so many people's heads. I was like, dude, this kid is a thespian. He is highbrow to come out with a bar like that. And that I was like, dude, it's hard to just rap over any beat. And
Yeah.
he was like
Right.
truly freestyle.
He was really going.
Yeah.
I remember being impressed for sure.
Yeah.
That actually just gave me some inspiration because I have so many beats that right before I switched over to doing gospel, I had dropped an EP that was out for not even a couple months. So I kind of want to take those beats and like mesh them together and make a song and like.
Yeah, like
You can
Nas-
battle with yourself, like with your secular self.
No, but like
gosh.
like I think of like Nas,
Put your
he
secular
did
self
like
out the
what
way.
Book of Rhymes where he just like
Where you could just hear him turning the
he was
pages.
just rehashing like old stuff, like and just beat after beat, and he's just like, here's a verse I got here, and he just does it, and then he goes on to the next thing, and it like they add some production to it, so it's like you hear him turning the pages and all this.
What's the name of that? I'm gonna my research.
I could send it to.
It's
I
my
can't
Book of
remember.
Rhymes.
Is it Book of Rhymes?
It's my Book of Rhymes.
And
yeah.
Seven had a track like that too. Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, when people do that, and especially switching up the beat or switching up the cadence with each beat.
Right.
Yeah, that helps.
Nota
Yeah.
Verbs did the
By
same, a
Nas.
similar type of thing
Yeah.
on his
It's
like
album, The
Eminem
Syllabus
did it
called
too.
Rome.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yep.
Nota
that was
Verbs
dope.
did the same thing. Yeah.
He's made some music recently again.
Yeah, he's in a group with Petty D.
Petty D,
They're
yeah.
called
that's
they're
fire.
called
Yeah, they dropped some like 2 years ago, I think.
No, like they're
something
current.
more
They're
recent.
current.
Like right now,
current.
right now?
But I'm saying
right now.
they started doing stuff like 2 years ago together.
Dude,
Maybe a little longer.
Nota Verbs was running security at Holy Smoke this year, and I walk up to him. I was probably like one of like 5 people who recognized him, and we talked for a little bit.
Wow,
It
that's
was really
dope,
dope.
dude.
Yeah.
Man, if you guys don't know Nota Verbs, get familiar. Like, dude is dope. Dude's dope.
Yeah. Is dope. Once again, follow us at Gorilla Cross on all social media. Subscribe to the channel, like it. See, we got 7 more likes after I told people to do it. So now let's get $7 more. Donate $7. I just want to see if you guys will do what I say. But listen, man, I got a new Bible. I've been reading from the Bible app probably the last 5 years, like only.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I like going through different translations of everything I read,
Okay.
and it's just easier for me to carry the tablet.
Okay.
But with AI happening, with technology, with the world just being crazy, what if someone buys the Bible apps and starts changing words, right?
Yeah.
You can't change things from a physical book.
Yeah.
So I did get a new Bible. Shout out to my new Bible.
Hey, my friend has that Bible. Very
Well,
nice.
mine's better. And I don't have a highlighter yet, but the only thing that sucks, there's so much technology. You think that all your highlights on your Bible app, there's so much technology, it would just automatically appear here. It doesn't. But I started with the book of James because it's my favorite one. So I was really going crazy, like OCD, over what do I highlight first in my Bible, in my new Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Because my other one, like I have my old Bible is the NIV, and that's kind of why I quit too, because I don't really like the NIV anymore. But I grew up on that, so like the verses I would read in there, like they're so familiar because my church used it since I was 5. You know what I'm saying? So I just know those verses. But then, you know, when you realize there's a lot of verses taken out, it's a little more dry. This is a New American Standard. That's what I've been reading the past 5-7 years, maybe a little longer. So yeah, that's kind of what I was dealing with as far as what do I highlight first. So I opened the book of James, been reading James this week. What you want to say something?
Yeah, I actually went through that recently. I had a Bible that I had since a child. It was a children's study Bible, but it had a lot of good notes, and it was King James version, but it was a little bit different. Like it wasn't new King James, but because it was a children's study Bible, it was just a little bit different. But everything was the same.
Baby King James.
Probably, yeah. But
King James Jr.
King James
but
for
I
dummies.
had
Bronny, the Bronny James Bible.
Wow.
That's good.
But I had so many things, highlighted notes and stuff.
Yeah.
So my cousin got me a new one. She gifted me this one, and I was like, dang, like. And I didn't almost want to let it go because I'm like, but she's like, you know, it's good because you get like a fresh slate, new things, new revelation about things.
But it's hard when you have a Bible full of notes and highlights and stuff like that.
And you can always go back and reference them, but it's just like, it's like a clean
But you're going to
slate,
carry
like,
5 different Bibles around when, you know.
Exactly. But now
What are
just
you
have
reading
to
now?
do, like what book am I currently reading? I'm kind of jumping around right now. But I was I'm still in Jeremiah. I haven't finished it, but I just looked again. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many chapters. But I'm like halfway through. Okay. But yeah. So.
Do you tend to go more towards the New or Old Testament when you don't have something specific to read?
When I don't, I tend to go towards the Old Testament when I don't have anything to read.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kels, what about you?
You seem surprised about her answer.
No, because a lot of people, it's easier to jump to the New Testament, so a lot of people do.
Yeah.
And they forget how deep and how much the New Testament wouldn't exist without the Old Testament. Sure. The Old Testament is talking about the New Testament the whole time, you know. So
yeah.
What are you reading?
Currently, like I refresh on scriptures. If you have anything good, actually, you know what did
So
you
you're
say
not reading?
earlier? Yeah, no, not
You're
really.
stuttering. Okay.
No, not
That's
really.
fine.
But no, I was about to say you mentioned something earlier, and it caught my attention. I was like, oh, the bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Matthew.
so I think you saying that, I was like, oh, let me brush up
Matthew
on that. So
15.
I'm gonna jump into Matthew and definitely read up on the bridesmaids, and then whatever you were gonna say before, hopefully I could jump in on the conversation, talk about it.
Yeah, Luke, what about you?
This is an interesting conversation because I was talking with some people at work today. I'm just a huge nerd about this stuff. So currently, I'm in a Bible study on Mondays. We're going through the book of Luke currently. On Wednesday, I'm in a Bible study. We're going through Psalms.
Do you only do Luke in your small group?
No, we actually read.
Let's
we
start
read
again from
James
chapter
earlier. We read James earlier. I spell Luke differently. It's not the same Luke. But in my personal time, I've been struggling with the rhythm of just me being personally me and God. And last year, I went through the Bible in a year, and I loved it. But I'm terrible at YouVersion. I hate having an app on my phone that talks about the Bible. I would rather hold the physical Bible in my hand. And so what I did...
Why do you feel that way?
I don't know. It's just me.
Yeah.
I would rather not have my phone around because it's a huge distraction for me. And so I'd rather just have my phone in the other room while I'm reading my actual Bible. And so if I'm on here, then it's like I get a notification, somebody made a trade or something, you know.
See, I don't read it on my phone. I have my tablet. So it's like I'm carrying my tablet like it's a Bible. And that's how you
But here's what I'm getting to, though. So last year, I read through the whole Bible in a year, and I loved that. Like, it was very filling for me, obviously. But the way that I was doing it was a little archaic. Like, there's an old professor of mine that from Bible college. He was like, he had like note cards, and he would like take a picture of them each week, and here's your readings for this week. And I just screenshotted it all, and I followed along with him through the whole year.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I don't want to have my phone around, so I'm like looking at my pictures and stuff. So I made a spreadsheet of like, here's what I would do if I were to read through the Bible in a year. And then I used ChatGPT to create a journal for me that would have, here's day one, here's my scripture I'm reading, and here's like blank space that I can write notes about. And then it made a book, and I put it into Kindle publishing, and I'm getting approved mailed to me this week to make my own journal to read through the Bible in a year, just for myself.
That's awesome. Dope. I would love a copy of that.
Okay. So, yeah.
That's tight.
That's dope.
Like I said, I'm a huge nerd about this stuff, but yeah.
So like right now I'm teaching on...
And real quick, shout out to all the viewers that dropped out when we quit playing your music and when we started talking about the Bible. You guys are whack.
Right now I'm teaching on
1.5 for all of you.
What's the word I'm looking for? Truth. What truth is. So what I'll do when I teach is I always start at Jesus and find anything that he said with truth, and then I will take the teaching that he does, and then I'll find a story in the Bible to teach on. So currently right now I'm reading out of the New Living Translation, because that's the easiest to teach from. And I'm currently in Matthew 25, talking about the story. Jesus is talking about the 10 bridesmaids, 5 wise ones, 5 foolish ones. And that's where I'm at. And to say, you said something, Dizzy, that an old pastor of mine had said this, and it stuck with me ever since I heard him say it. Every year, it doesn't matter how much of the Bible you've read, every year, get a different translation. Because you're constantly, if you're reading the same thing, you're reading it from a different written perspective, a different translation from how a person, where they were at when they translated it to a certain people, right?
And that's why I like the Bible app, because I'll take a verse that even in church, and I'll go through, because at church they're reading a different version. I think it might be NLT than what I read. And then even in some Bible studies, they're reading the ESV and different things like that. And so I like going through and looking at all the different translations, because sometimes it almost says something totally different to me.
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
I agree.
Yeah.
And when I'm studying, I use different translations too. Like my physical Bible is KJV, but when I need to make it... when I need to like understand it better, sometimes I'll look into ESV or I'll look into NIV. And then my church, sometimes they use NIV for like when, for sermons and stuff like that. So I feel like I do get a good balance of like, and even some popular verses that you may know by heart, I may not know it in the King James.
They read differently, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they do just, sometimes a word can mean something different.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, I've studied in New King James. So like I studied in New King James. I nerd out just like Luke does. So like what I'll do, I have a composition book at home where if I'm reading something, I will rewrite that book in my own words by verses. So like I'll read whatever and then I'll open up my notebook and I rewrite whatever it said in my own language. And so I'll rewrite books on my own.
Nice.
So that's how I nerd out whenever I'm reading the word.
But that's a
the
good
Joe
way
Sife
because
translation.
you know you're really
I'm getting it,
understanding
yeah.
what it is that's being said.
And it's funny because it's what it means to me at the time. If I go
Right,
back
yeah.
and look at it from 10 years ago, I'm like,
Definitely different.
no, I got a different thing from that now.
Yeah.
Growing up, my mom always she kind of scared me into only reading King James, but I've always used like the Bible app into like to like reference things. But she's always like she just told me like it's the purest form like that we're gonna get outside of a Hebrew version, and that some things could get lost in translation. And she kind of just scared me like, is this the real version that I'm reading? But I've always just used like a physical King James version of a Bible to read, and then I've always used my Bible app to go look at different versions and reference different certain scriptures to get different points of view. But I've never read
the
a
problem with
different version.
that is the fact that they spoke different back then.
Yeah.
So it looks different. Like,
Yeah.
if you can't understand it and you have to keep reading it and you have to try to understand the way they spoke the language back then. What year was that translated?
Oh,
Shoot.
Like a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
Like we weren't even close to being here.
Well, the Gutenberg Bible was the first book ever to be pressed on physical paper.
Yeah.
So
I mean, and that's the thing. It's like you get so deep with that. And, you know, I used to be in Bible studies a long time ago where they would preach that and try to make me get a King James version. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to. That stuff would
I
always.
feel like all of that is just like people scaring people into.
This is a form of idolatry. We started the show talking about idolatry and like possessions and things. Whatever version of the Bible that you read could be a form of idolatry. Believe it or not,
That's real.
Facts.
That's real.
The Bible itself could be an idol.
thank you.
Especially if you're
Right.
getting mad at people or trying to condemn people
Yeah.
for
reading
not reading the version you read and trying to make that the master version.
Yep.
If that's the case, we all have to learn different languages
Yep.
Right.
and read from the original manuscripts.
Also, if you know that the church grew and thrived for hundreds of years without the Bible,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
It goes back to the fruits of if they're not evident,
Right.
you know.
Because you could be saying, "Oh, King James," but you're not understanding a lick of what's going on, and the person who's reading a different translation is getting revelation, downloads from the Holy Spirit,
Exactly.
and you're just gung ho King James version. Like, I never understood that. That's what I read. I understand it. Though.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if
yeah,
I don't,
yeah.
I go look at a different translation.
saying.
But I'm not
That's-
going
Oh,
to
it's cool.
condemn
Yeah.
someone
It is
for.
gangster.
You're better than me. Hey, I'm
don't
being
either.
honest. You're better than me. Like I learned on the New King James, and I'm like, wow, the New King James, like it takes me a long time to study it. But when I read in the New Living Translation, like how you'll say something, I'm like, oh, that made me think of this.
yeah.
That's what the New Living Translation does for me.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's the easiest to teach from.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think it would be beneficial if all churches started teaching from King James. It's a hard version to understand.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
since I've had that version since I was a kid, it's just
Please tell me you didn't get rid of your children's Bible.
no. I still have it.
You're keeping
yes,
it, right?
I'm keeping
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
I've-
keep your old Bibles.
Yeah, keep them.
Yeah.
I've got
I
some
don't know. How would you get rid of a Bible anyway?
dude.
Give it away.
I'm just kidding. That's what she meant.
Give
That's
it away.
Yeah.
You could like donate it to Goodwill.
Don't light it on fire. That's what
Oh
I meant.
no.
No, all
I
of-
need my notes.
I've got. I must have at home at least 7 different Bibles.
Yeah.
Just and I'll go through them like periodically. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to have a lot.
Yeah. But that's a good point. You know, saying it could be an idol. You know?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
People are.
It's like saying you can only worship a certain way.
Yep.
You should only greet. The Bible says, greet your brother with the brotherly kiss. And if you're not
Right,
doing that
right.
and you're shaking my hand at church, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Like, you know.
What if all
I'm
these
dapping
things
you
that
up
we've
at church
created
and
are
then touching your
mechanisms
hand.
that can stir our hearts towards Christ, and it's Jesus that changed lives? It's not a Bible.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
not. It's not a sermon. It's not a song. It's Jesus that changes lives.
And that's the word of God. And the word is living. The Bible's not living, right?
Correct.
And
Right.
people will
Correct.
use that like, oh, the Bible, like
The Bible's not alive. The Word.
The
the
word.
word. It's the words in here that are alive. It's not the
Right.
actual Bible itself.
Word.
So that's why that's why I never got mad when people would try. Oh, are you offended when they're rolling up? It's like, no. That first of all, that's on you. But it's like it's
Right.
Yeah, if you're
Right.
smoking
That is
weed
kinda
out of a
crazy,
Bible
though.
page, that's on you, dude.
that's on
Yeah.
you.
Right,
That's
you know,
whatever. At that
but-
point, it's just a book.
Yeah.
Right.
To you, it's
100%.
just a book.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I just want to say this though: if you guys are using it, there's this Bible study app that I love to use. It's called Blue Letter Bible.
Yep.
Amazing. When I am studying, I use that. You can like compare
It's
it
parallel.
to like the.
It's a parallel Bible.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Well, that's technically what it is. It'll show you from the same, like the scripture that you're on. It shows it in all the different translations.
Right, that, and then but there's this tool that you can use. It's called interlinear coordinates, and you can look at the original language that
manuscript.
exactly that it was in, and it'll show you like the code of the word and all that kind of stuff, and you can see where else that was used throughout the Bible to compare to, like, am I using this or understanding this word in the right context? It's just great. Blue Letter Bible.
A Bible that I like, audio Bible, Streetlights audio Bible is really, really dope. We're on a hip hop show.
Yeah.
So like Alert 312, they made beats.
Last year.
They made beats for every chapter, every verse of the
So
Bible,
dope.
and then it's like all these artists come in and they just read. I think it might be NLT over the beats. And then so it's like propaganda in Genesis. In the beginning, God, and he's like going and he's like verbatim the Bible, and you're just
What is
listening
that
to it over
called?
beats. Streetlights audio Bible. There's an app
It's
for
an
it.
app.
There's an
I'm
app
about
for
to
it.
download that.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, they're dope. I actually talked to him last year. I saw him at a show in Cali, and we're supposed to get him on the show. It was
Who,
supposed to
Alert
be before a
312
year
or
ago.
Prop?
Alert.
Cool.
Yep. So that's a
is
good
so
reminder
cool.
to get him
I'm
on.
definitely gonna.
But that's good, man. What you guys read in the chat, let us know what version you prefer, you like, and do you cross-reference different versions? I think that's the best way to do it, for real.
I feel like to study, you have to. Like,
Yeah.
you have to cross-reference.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the idea is this: like, I can read.
Kels wants to go.
No. I was just about to say something crazy to that, and I was like, no, let me not. Too many jokes. Too many jokes.
I can read a history book, and then read a different history book that's updated, and then you can read Howard Zinn's people's perspective, people's take on American history type of thing, and they all revolve around the same events, but completely different viewpoints.
Yeah.
And so that's how I feel like reading the word should be. You should be gathering everything from everywhere.
yeah.
I feel like you should. Well, as far as myself, especially when you're trying to help somebody else understand the Bible. Because when I say I teach, I'm basically it sounds very whatever, but all I do is I help the students to understand something that they've read. That's it.
Right.
That's all. That's all I do. That's all I
Right.
do.
Like when it comes to commentary too, like I feel like you have to look at multiple commentaries. Like I personally not gonna just look at one and be like, oh, that's it. Like I'm gonna look at some other things and make sure it lines up with the word and everything like that. But you have to cross-reference. I feel like that's the part of the studying that you have to do when it comes to reading the word. Like you have to study it.
Yeah. So Kel's getting your word more.
Of course.
Of course.
Streetlights audio Bible.
Got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Look at that. It's free?
Yeah.
Wow.
For years they fundraised for it. They did a Kickstarter, all this stuff, but it's probably been 15 years.
been a long time. They've been doing it for a long
they've been
time.
doing this. So before it was like you could go download it from their website. I think you still can, old school, download it from their website, but they just created an app and you can get everything there now. And they also do like reading plans. They do like videos and stuff to accompany certain stories in the Bible. They're awesome.
Someone
All
said
right,
it's on Spotify too.
Yeah. And we got to go. We almost have a 3-hour show. I didn't realize that.
It's great.
So we are out. Actually, one more thing before we go. Rappers, don't do this when you're at a show. This guy used his YouTube link, but didn't pay for YouTube to do his performances.
Our sauces. My sauce is the barbecue sauce.
So the commercial was playing on YouTube. He was trying to use the YouTube link to his song.
If you want a little bit more thick in the spicy side, you can mix it with buffalo sauce.
That's
Dipping them
embarrassing.
in our sauces, it is perfection.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauce.
You had to skip the ad.
Testimonials.
He should have made a joke out of that. Which one of you? He should have. If you was gonna be, he should have been like, "What y'all like for Chick-fil-A?"
That's crazy.
Listen, we are out. We'll see you next week.
Not y'all got off the screen.
Peace. I know they just left.
Right.
Dang, man. Could you say goodbye to the people?
Butt's falling asleep.
Wow. All right.
Bye,
Peace.
guys.